You ever had a sword stuck in one of your butt cheeks?
Not literally, no.
Okay,
but the pain of it, yes.
That's what it is. I have a sword, and sitting is just amazing for it, which it's a good thing we don't have to sit here. So listen, anyways, and I'll say this now, but then, of course, people will join later. If I am, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, constantly just kind of in a state of moving in my chair, no, I've not developed some sort of motor skill issue. I'm just trying to work it out.
Moving for comfort.
Yes. Moving for comfort, I think more accurately would be I'm trying to move away from discomfort. Gross. So, it is what it is. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, man. It's a Wednesday show. We are almost 2 hours from now, halfway through the program, halfway through the week. Sorry.
For us.
Yeah. For us. Yes, for us, which is what matters. 1-800-912-11.
It's actually my Friday.
Wow.
How are you doing? It's my Friday.
The live studio audience chimed in.
So had an interesting thing that Melissa's going to hate. I'm sharing this, but whatever. So
Set the screen.
I don't know why, but my son's practices for basketball go till like 10 p.m.
Oh, this again.
10 p.m., dude. And remember, we live about 26 minutes as the crow flies. No, as the car drives. Depending on traffic. From the school. So, it's a little under.
That'd be a late pickup for you.
It would be. So, last night, because I, generally when I get out of here, I will text her at some point. She knows the text. It's just like, dinner responsibilities. In other words, who's on dinner? Is it me? And do I have any responsibilities? Like, is there anything I need to do? I need to take a kid to an appointment? Do I need to pick him up? Do I need to drop him off? What do I need to do? Let me know what I need to do. Do you need is something around the house? I got to switch the laundry, whatever. Right as I get in the car to drive home, I text her. She's at work. And she'll say, nope. Or she'll say, like in the case of last night, I'll be home around 7. Mason's off at 10. Or done at 10.
It's just you and the dogs all day.
Me and the Doges, just, and them and their constant, like if I try to take a nap, which I did, their constant and continuing aggressive fight for bed space. Where I wake up and inevitably I can't move my legs because I have 2 dogs draped over them. And then sometimes there's a bonus of, then because I usually sleep on my side, if I roll over, sometimes the choweener is underneath a thigh or something, and I get startled because she's, because I rolled onto her, and it's like, well, bro, or sis, in her case, maybe don't do that. So it's about 9:30. I'm coming in from, I was watching some ball games, and I come inside. And Melissa's at her post, which is sectional couch right in that as you walk
What's she
in.
watching?
I don't know, but I walk in and it's just like I know what it was. It was it was the part of someone will know. It was the part of the show where these judges had to try to figure out if something was actually a cake or not a cake.
Cake Boss, maybe?
I don't know. But she's like, they had to pick.
I think it's called Cake or Not a Cake.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. I think one of the guys from SNL hosts it.
Take a look at these cakes.
Yeah, right. Hello.
Or not.
And then they have to try to pick the one that they think is the cake, and then the big reveal is they slice. I mean, that's what I've gleaned from my 14 seconds of watching it. So she is in her post. We have 700 TVs in the house, but of course she has to pick the living room, the main television to take over. And as I've said before, if you try to derivate and suggest something, oh yeah, great, let's just do whatever you want. Okay, sorry that I want to watch one thing ever with the kids, but anyways, she's in her at her post, and I walk in, and the dogs are now on her legs because the little chair, the thing comes out of the chair, the legs, the recliner.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm like, hey, yo, hey, you got to get Mason in like 30 minutes. You good? Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah. You good? You want me to get him? You know, which is like, do you need help with the dishes? Like, I didn't want her to say yes, but I would have. Do you want me to go get him? No, I got him. And then she did her telltale I'm getting up thing, which is punt for the dogs. Whoosh, flying dogs, right? Incredible. The dogs are like, yo, we were just trying to sleep on your legs, bro. I go, okay. So I go upstairs, put on the Crown, fall asleep. That's my show I'm watching right now. And I wake,
English West Wing.
Kinda. I wake up and I'm seeing missed calls and texts from my son to my wife and I. At 10:31, can someone answer my call? And then finally,
I guess I'll walk.
So just to understand, look, he's in this school in Rockland, like behind a gate or whatever. I don't know. You know, it's not like he's on Fair Oaks Boulevard, but still, it's dark. He's there I actually called him before I left that part out. I called him before I went to sleep. I was like, hey, buddy, your mom's on the way. Sorry about that. Like, she's going to get you. And I said, has everybody left? Yeah. And I thought the rule was like the coach or somebody had to stay. Yeah. But I guess when they're that old, you know, he's a junior in high school, whatever. So he's by himself. He's sitting outside. It's not like it's warm anyways, but he's fine. He's been practicing. He's hot. It probably feels good. You know, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not trying to baby the kid, but still, you know, he's there by himself, right? And then finally at 11 o'clock, okay, Lindsay's going to pick me up. Never mind. Thank God Melissa fell back asleep. And my sister, he called my sister.
Who happened to be in town.
Who happens to be in town to go get him. So I got to decide today. Now I will tell you this for a fact. I have to spend the day deciding how I'm going to feel about this, but the fact of the matter is this is going to be my fault. I don't know. I think if the angle is going to be I should have just gone and got him and noticed she was, I think that's going to be the angle I'm getting. Or she doesn't remember me waking her up. That's a possible. I gotta look at all the possible angles so that I can mount a defense in advance. But it's gonna be, and I gotta decide. It's not just, you know, my kid and, you know, our kid and him being whatever. It's fine. Nobody got hurt. But it's also like, how are we looking at my sister now? Like, imagine that. Like, oh, their sons, like this happens all the time. Like, it doesn't happen, but like it happens all the time. So now I'm
picking his kid up in L.A. I'm picking his kid up in Sacramento.
So I gotta spend the day deciding.
When will this dude teach his kids how to drive?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he's 16 now, right?
17.
17 now, right?
Oh, that will be the subject of the day. Will be
because you weren't trusting child one, but do you trust child
yes,
two?
I do. Yes, I 100% do. No, it's
time. Let's go.
I've been on him, and so he just got. It was like 3 weeks ago. He just got his, I think, permit. Right.
Okay.
And we've been out driving a couple times, just around the block and stuff. But now it's like, okay, bro, we need to step this up. We needed to anyways, but we need to step this up. You gotta.
Kid 2 gets everything they need.
Yeah, well, kid 1's at USC right now, so I'm not feeling too
with
bad
a car?
for her. No. What does she need a car for?
Oh, I don't know.
Can I give my opinion?
Yes.
Can I say who I blame?
I guarantee you it's me.
10 o'clock for ending a practice is absolutely insane.
Okay. We're on the same page.
That is crazy.
Couldn't agree more. And by the way, the best part is sometimes those practices will end randomly 20 minutes early.
What time does practice start?
I can't tell you, but I'm guessing. It's not top secret. Like, I can't tell you, but like I'm guessing around 8.
Why?
How did he get there?
She dropped him off. I don't know. Well, no, in this case, actually, I think he stayed after, and then she ran her practice because she coaches the high school girls JV team. He might have just been there since, I think he actually was there since he got out of school, now that I think about it.
So, like 8 in the morning.
Which is ridiculous. Yes, so he was there for like 14 hours. So I'm guessing it's because the coach has
dinner?
to get off work or something. No, she usually, if that's the case, she'll bring him. She'll go bring him. So bring him a Subway sandwich or something.
So you have to inconvenient all of the parents because the coach.
Yes. Now, the problem here, Chris, is that my rule of thumb is I'm incredibly deferential to coaches, teachers, and referees, where it's like I think they get paid, but it's.
I was a coach.
If it's minimum wage,
What happened to practice right after school?
Yeah. I'm guessing. I'm not trying to defend the guy, but I'm guessing he has another job. Like, and he gets off work at 5 or 6 or something, and then goes straight to coaching. And it's not like people are coming out of the woodworks to coach teams at that level. We're talking about like Division 90, little school. I mean, that's the best I can come up with, is that he's got another job, and it's the only time he's coming straight from a full day of work. And like, who am I going to bitch at him? Because like, I just feel like I would sound entitled if I was like, hey, figure out and organize it. And he's like, yeah, bro, cool. I work an 8-hour full career day, and then I drive straight to the school. It's the only time I can do it. I try to get practice in for these guys. I leave the house every morning at 7 a.m. I get home at like 11, and then I maybe go to bed, and you're mad because you had to pick your kid up. Sorry. Like, I feel like I'm an a-hole if I do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's where my head goes. So
that's insanity.
What do I do?
Like, as a student?
Yeah.
So, like, he's back at 8, so he gets home at 10:30.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets picked up at 10:30.
Yes.
Has something to eat at 11.
Yeah.
Tries to go to sleep at 11:30.
Yes.
Was he doing homework?
He'll do his homework while he generally will. He'll eat his lunch, and then they have rooms where you can go do your homework. Like, he spends his free time during the school day knocking out his homework, and then they have some period called ELT. I forget what it stands for, but it's every kid.
Isn't there a song about that, ELT?
No, that was the Steven Spielberg movie about the
yeah.
went home.
It's Steven Spielberg and Will Ferrell, right?
Yes.
Will Ferrell doesn't know who his dad is.
Yes. Yes. So he generally has his homework, even on non-practice days. He'll have his homework done by the time he gets home. So yeah, I don't. I gotta call my sister, and she's gonna be now. The problem is with my sister, it's the opposite. Now I would rather her be like, guys, what are you doing? Like, for real? She's going to be
it's time to wake up.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah, yes. What if I wasn't here? No. She'll be like, what? Are you kidding me? It's fine. Like, it happens. Don't get mad. She's the which makes me feel worse.
That's why pencils have erasers.
So, anyways, I got to decide what I'm going to do today. Because obviously, if I come at her aggressively about it, it's just then she's gonna get in her defensive crouch, and then it's on.
She might actually set the screen.
She may very well.
Another person I blame for this, the news station.
The news station? Yeah. Why?
You never got that. Hey, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
And yeah, Dwayne's right.
That would have been, oh, crap.
Oh, that's right. My kids. And by the way, we only have one. We have literally half the kids to deal with now. We have half the kids. We used to have 2 kids. Now we have half the kids that we have to deal with. So I don't know what to do.
What did Dwayne say?
Dwayne said, Dwayne said, now Dave's sister will think this happens all the time, which he is 100. That goes to the core of exactly what I think. So now what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to calm down. Then it's going to turn into a conversation about him getting his car. Then I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to go home and I'm going to make sure he's got I'm going to walk him through Uber, basically. Be like, look, because I know they have Coober, like the kid Uber. And if I don't think they call it Cooper, but my daughter's used it a couple times. I'm gonna walk him through it and just be like, dude, look, if if this were to ever happen again, just call an Uber. We'll pay for it. Come home. It's not ideal, but it's better than you sitting at the school for an hour and a half.
They're telling me to pick up a kid at 10:30 at night at a school. Sorry, no chance. Nice try.
So, yeah.
No other friends or family members, or not family members, but kids on the team that.
I think had he known.
No, but I mean, you guys can set that up.
Oh, with the kid on the team.
Constantly at,
he's had rides from kids before, but that's got to be set up in advance.
Another point. I'm with you, Jason. Shame on the parents.
Yeah,
that did pick up their kids.
Yeah.
Shame on the parents. What?
That actually picked up their own kids. It's like, hey, are you gonna be?
Because my mom was that parent of just like, hey, do you need a ride? Do you need something?
But the thing is,
surprised that they're on their way.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was already gone because the practice got out 20 minutes early. Everybody was already gone by the time he had realized that he was in peril. They were already all gone. So in that case, I can't blame the other parents because they would have, and they have. You know, we have
done this before.
No,
hey, isn't that the kid that stayed outside because he smelled like a skunk?
Yes, exactly. Hey, the little redhead
strike
kid by
two.
himself again. Yeah, I know. CPS is on there.
You are never going to the Carmichael's house.
That family is not okay.
I actually had. You know, it's funny. I've never mentioned this before. I actually had CPS called on me once. My wife and I did. This is a true story. It was with Avery. Avery was having. I think I mentioned before they had to have special formula when they were born. Both of them did, the most expensive. And so Avery was having like failure to thrive. She was very underweight, and we were going to the doctor every other day, right? Just to get her checked and all that. So, anyways, there was some sort of like legit mix-up, and I guess we were supposed to go to the pediatrician on a Wednesday. We got our signals crossed, thought it was a Friday. And then Thursday, we literally get a call from CPS. They're like, the doctor, I won't say his name, but Dr. C, they called and they've been trying to get a hold of you. And we're like, what? And then I guess Melissa had like a missed call the day before. Anyways, never dreamt that would happen. But here we are trying, like, what are you talking about? Right. No, she's right here. She's fine. No, we're good. I think this is bringing flashbacks.
Yeah.
To that, where you go, okay, well, are you just a crappy parent?
Hopefully you don't get that call again today.
That's what I'm saying, right? So there's that. Also, it made me think, too, this morning. I was thinking about this. Why don't we build cool buildings anymore like in Rome? Like, have you noticed that? Like, you have, what's that orb in Vegas?
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
So you have the Sphere, right? And everyone freaked out about it, rightfully so. But, like, I was watching this Rome documentary yesterday, and, like, you see, like, whether it's the Colosseum or, like, you know, you see these churches in Italy and England that, like, why does it seem like, I understand we have, like, tall buildings and stuff, and why does it seem like in the, like, 1600s and before, or like when I was in Boston, right? And there's these beautiful brick churches and clock towers and all this crazy stuff, right? Like, what happened to that? We're more advanced. We have the materials. Obviously, we have the money because we're spending a ton of money. Huh?
Do we have the money?
No, they have the money. What I'm saying is, Chris, they have the money to build this other crap. What? Why? Okay, here's what I'm wondering. Do you think we'll get to a point, because I don't know anything about architecture at all. Art, architecture, Bible verses, and opera are the things I can't answer on Jeopardy. Those are the weak spots, right? Are we going to get to a point, let's say in America, that I'm going to refer to as our Camden Yards point? Camden Yards was built in Baltimore for the Orioles, and it set off this whole chain of these beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh, obviously, where the San Francisco Giants play. This chain of throwback style modern ballparks. Right. I honestly wonder if some architect is going to be like, you know what, we're like, the Bears Stadium. We already know what that's going to look like. But what if they built like a straight up modern replica of the Coliseum?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Or somebody in D.C. or New York or L.A. is like, you know what? We're going to build the Parthenon, or we're going to build some And then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my God, seriously? Like, why are we building these silicon shells and high rises that, it's all metal and lame? Like, why are we not using more of this? Are we like out of brick? Are we out of stone?
Well, like for here locally, example, like remember when people kept saying we need a new arena instead of Arco or Sleep Train? Mm-hmm. What's wrong with it? We all knew the inner workings.
Yeah.
The new building's way better.
100%.
The
better.
Parthenon has been rebuilt in Nashville, Tennessee.
Has it really?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look Parthenon-y when
Sure does.
But I think you're suggesting that something older is cooler. And maybe it is to some, but like I don't even know how you'd compare this, but let's say the Colosseum that you referenced in Rome, right?
Uh-huh.
Versus
where the suite's supposed to be.
Versus I don't even know the name of the tower in Dubai, but like that thing that looks
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That
golf thing on top or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that looks absolutely amazing to me. But like what's cooler to someone?
Well, and to your point, I think some of the new stuff, like the Sphere. Did you see the where it's somewhere in? I think it's somewhere in the Middle East. They're building maybe it's Saudi Arabia. They're building a Sky Stadium.
Okay.
For soccer, which is like, have you heard this?
Are they doing it, or are they just planning on? Is this like, hey, we're gonna have outdoor stadiums in Qatar, and have air conditioning, and say, no, we're just gonna do it in the fall?
Well, look, man, I don't know. I can't speak to that until it's done. The Neom Sky Stadium, also known as the world's first Sky Stadium, is set to be constructed.
Sky Dome, Line 1
in Saudi Arabia. Suspended 1,150 feet above the ground.
Yikes.
The stadium will have a capacity of 46,000 spectators. It's expected to begin in 2027 and will host matches for the 2034 FIFA World Cup. So, just saying, like, I'm not sitting here trying to guarantee that it's going to happen, but I would bet that it's going to happen, and totally nothing will go wrong. By the way.
Getting 40,000 people 1,000 feet up in the air.
Yeah. But like stuff like that's cool. I'm not against like modern stuff, but like can we get that like throw? Yeah, here you go, guys. Sorry I can't do this on the radio, but on the video and all that, but see, like that's what they're saying it'll look like. It's on these little tiers. Whatever. Way. I would not. Can I tell you right now? I wouldn't go to that. No freaking way, dude.
You're not going to the World Cup in Saudi Arabia?
I was gonna. I would. Now
What's
I'm
different
not.
than that than a regular skyscraper?
I just trust the skyscraper more than a stadium suspended 1,000 feet in the air, and maybe that's just me. Especially when you're watching a sport like soccer, where generally most of the fans stay in their seats and politely clap when things happen. They don't jump around all over the place.
Oh, man, you get like the Argentinian fans
dude,
out there.
Get Corinthians over there, dude. And see, oh, my God. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should do some, Hey, young architect out there. Or you know what? Hey, old architect, whatever. Take inspiration. Let's make Sacramento the beginning. Like, let's start the process. Yes, modern day stuff is great. Sky Stadium's fine. But ultimately, let's get back to our roots.
Do it with the Republic Stadium.
Ooh, that's a really good idea. I wonder, and as we go to break, now I wonder, if only I knew somebody that could answer this question or have this question answered, would it be more expensive? Could it possibly be less expensive to build something, even modernly? Like, they're like, oh, instead of steel beams and we're going to use stone or brick. How sick would that be, huh? With those little, like, flats.
I'm sure it's more expensive.
Are you thinking it? Yeah, You're probably right. You went to college. I did. Well, you did.
No, I think when they change things, generally it's to either one, improve stability or whatever over time, or it's cost effective.
By the way, I was on the phone last night with our friend who does the UCLA games, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just getting ready to call the Sac State game right now."
Oh, yeah,
I was
UCLA
like,
Tech State.
I,
Yeah.
didn't, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's UCLA. Like, what are you gonna do, right? We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, Kings Thunder tonight, and we also have an update on Keegan
Murray
and my guy. Another award came his way. I'll talk to you about it right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Winning 1K is easy. Just turn the key for a G. Take a test drive at any dealership at the Roseville Auto Mall to be entered to win. The Roseville Auto Mall is giving away $1,000 every day through December 19. Turn the key, take the drive, and win a G. Only at the Roseville Auto Mall.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. AutoPay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Now is the time before winter is full on in your kitchen to make sure your heat or your furnace is ready. How do you do that? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating will get the job done for you like they did for me last winter when our system crashed and burned in the dead of winter. Check them out, leesair.com. Right now, get $100 off any AC heating or plumbing repair. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating does it all, and they've been doing it at a high level for 40 years. See how they can help you stay warm and cozy all winter at leesair.com. That's Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
David? On Sactown Sports.
Are you here? Can you hear me?
Apparently not. Whoa. Hard edit. Hard finish. Hard stop. Full stop. Welcome back in. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to visit with UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow. He'll join us at 6:45. It's Causeway Week, so we will talk to him. And we are scheduled to have, I was
wrong.
Sean Salisbury?
Sean Salisbury at 8, Katie Christensen at 9. Just a full show. What you got there?
I wanted to surprise you guys.
You did.
But I'm kind of sad, but it's also my fault. I'm sad because I was really hoping, of all the times, how do I pick the morning where Chris, he has some censor, because this would be the morning where, remember when you said you were going to bring broccoli cheese soup in? Remember yesterday? Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, guess what we're not eating tomorrow? When I said I was going to bring it in.
Right.
So all that whole soliloquy I was doing, I'm waiting for Chris to bring it up. But then it's also kind of my fault because we were talking about some pretty serious stuff.
Yeah.
Set the screen. Mm-hmm.
And I was on your side the entire time.
Yeah, actually.
Well, actually.
So, anyways, we can do the show. That's why I put it in the microwave before the show started.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the break, I went down there and it was still not hot enough. So I brought 3 little bowls and 3 little spoons for my 2 little friends. And it doesn't stink that bad. I was worried about microwaving.
It doesn't smell at all. But I don't smell it.
When you microwave something with broccoli, I do worry about that. Now I'm trying to decide, how do I pour the big Tupperware into the tiny bowl without it getting all over the place? I thought maybe I could use this as a scooper.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways.
Okay.
By the way, y'all can text us at 916-339-1140. You can call us at 1-800-920-1140.
Oh, now I smell it in a good way.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not the soup.
Yeah.
Stinky. I saw we have, as you said, we got a big group of guests today with Katie and Sean. And with Sean, we're going to have to follow up on the Hallmark movie he may have given us the idea for yesterday. Also, Coach Tim Plow, as you said, coming up. And I saw this. I thought this was really interesting. So I just kind of want to set the stage before we get to Kings and whoever the hell, Thunder tonight. I thought I saved it. Lame. Did you happen to see when he was asked about leaving UC Davis?
Oh, Coach Plow?
Yeah, he was asked about leaving UC Davis to go. Because he's been successful. There's been rumors, and remember the other week? Obviously, you do, where he gave us that great answer about accountability. I just wanted to play this. Here's his answer when asked about relocating to another school. And I don't have, Chris, am I up here? Because my volume's up.
Yeah, I got you.
You got me up? Come on. I'm unmuted on the tab. My volume is up here. I think those are all the things that I can do. I'll just let it run.
Is that unmuted, the actual?
Yes, this is unmuted here. Volume's all the way up. Volume is mute and then unmute. That's up. This is up. Well, lame. Oh, hi. How are you? Yeah. Well, then, Chris, if you can...
say that's working.
Well, I was going to say, if that came over, then that has to be... I hate this thing so freaking much, man. Anyways... Okay, well, if Tim Plow was talking right now, he would be he'd be talking about how
to the loss column.
Nope, that's ESPN. He would be talking about the connection he has with UC Davis and the commitment to the community and what he's trying to build and all that fun stuff.
I like hard play.
Okay, so I can play that. So it must be on my Chris. It must be something with the website, right? Because If I'm playing highlights.
What are you playing it out of?
I'm playing it out of this computer.
No, what's the
VLC?
That's what you've got the coach on?
No, I have the coach on Twitter.
Is Twitter muted?
No, it's not. Twitter is unmuted. Everything about it's unmuted. All right, well, enough of that. Anyways, he said, one of the things he said, here's a quote, I think with the connection I have with Davis here and the commitment I have to the community and what I'm trying to build here, it would have to be a tremendous situation to take me out of that. His answer was 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Like he went into all this great detail about what he's trying to build and all that fun stuff. So we will we'll ask him a little bit about that.
Okay.
Before we get to how much is he gonna be able to? He'll break down the game, but probably not the most fun game to break down. Keegan Murray has been. I don't know why. This is the Johnny and Airplane part of me when I see the tweet from the Kings that say the Sacramento Kings have recalled Keegan Murray in the G League, I automatically think like they're sitting there going, "Oh, Keegan Murray, remember him? Yeah. I recall. He is joining the team, and
he's good enough to be on this team.
He is good enough to be on this team. So he's joining the team, and he is set to make his debut in Memphis.
Yeah, so not tonight. We got to wait one more day. Right. But that'll be nice. That'll be actually really nice to have Keegan back in the mix for this squad.
It will. Any thought to maybe waiting till he got home?
No.
Get him out there
absolutely
ASAP.
Trying to learn more and more about this team, him, his role, his future, all that stuff. So yeah, let's go. No time to waste.
Is Keegan Murray's return going to make this team a playoff team, and are they going to reel off 10 straight? Because I think that's conservatively what we should expect out of him.
I think you're going low. I'm thinking MVP and playoff. You're just talking playoffs. I'm talking championship. No, I don't know what it's going to ultimately do, but what it will, the first part is it will, in an imbalanced starting roster, it'll still be imbalanced, but it will help a little bit. But you get your best, I think your best two-way player on your team back.
If Keegan Murray comes back and the Kings end up winning with this exact same roster, somewhere between 60 and 65% of their games the rest of the season, does Keegan Murray win MVP?
No.
No? Wow.
He better not miss many more games because he won't be eligible.
Dude, so we're going to talk about that a bit later, but I thought that was really somebody brought up a great point. Like, with all of these crazy, I shouldn't say crazy injuries, because what we're not doing is hearing a lot of, like, this guy, that guy out for the season. By the way, I'm not trying to jinx anything. But with all of that, are there going to be a lot of people
ineligible?
Yeah, like at the end of the year, is this going to be the year of nobody's eligible for the awards, and so your winner is Jaylen Brown of the Celtics? No offense to him, but you know what I'm saying.
Could be. I mean, at this rate. I was looking at this yesterday, too. I know we talked about the difficulty of King's schedule, right?
Yeah.
Dave, right now there are, let me do quick math here, one. That's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 teams in the NBA with a record below 500 out of the 30, okay?
Okay.
The Kings, out of their schedule, have played one game against a team below 500. Now, part of that is the teams are beating the Kings to help their own record.
Sure.
But, my goodness. I'm not saying that's not the sole reason why they have struggled, but that is a reason.
And that also brings in, and we've hinted at this and we've talked directly about this, but what I worry, and again, I'll just keep saying it, Keegan comes back almost directly at the time where the schedule begins to turn a little bit. Now, they've still got, they've got Memphis on the second night of a back-to-back. Then they win that. And we said on paper, that's the easiest game of the road trip. They win in Memphis. Then they, let's say they lose a couple in a row, because that would be what? That would be Denver and Minnesota, I think. Before they get to Phoenix at home.
Denver and Minnesota ends the 18 games.
Right. So then what if they, it's a real possibility. They win in Memphis. Let's just say they lose at Denver and then home Minnesota. And then they've got Phoenix and Utah. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, and then they got Memphis. And maybe they reel off a 3-game streak, which I don't think is I don't think that's silly to think that they could beat Phoenix at Utah, home Memphis. Probably, I would say 60-40 that won't happen.
Yeah.
But 40 that it will.
But if we take you to the Utah game, that'll actually be 20 games into the season. So 1/4 of the season, they'll have played 3 teams below 500.
That's insane.
No matter what happens between now and then.
And it's going to flip. So my worry is Keegan comes back, they reel off, let's say, 3 of 5, 4 of 6, whatever, which is, it doesn't sound that great, but compared
what's
to what
the worry?
The worry is that now all of a sudden it's like,
they have something?
Wait, they might have something. You guys, everyone's burying this team.
No, I think it gets back to, what we've all, I think they're better than their record, but
Agreed.
Don't confuse that with, I'm saying this is a team that should be in the play-in.
Yes, there's way too much nuance there, if you will. We'll take a break. When we come back, as spoken about, UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow. Rough game over the weekend against a great opponent, but it is Causeway week, maybe the final Causeway week. And we've got broccoli cheese soup. We'll get to all that right after this.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
Well, what other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross. I'm Christopher Laud. 1-800-920-1140. Almost halfway through the week. And as we search, as always, for joy, we go to the mayor of Shredville. Also, the head coach of your UC Davis Aggies, heard right here on Sactown Sports. Tim Plow. Coach Plow, good morning. How are you?
Boys, how we doing?
Great.
Good.
Yeah.
You? Yeah?
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the whole interview.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, thanks for your time.
That's it. Yeah, all right, thanks. Yeah, next week.
You know, before we get into the game, I saw something on the social medias yesterday that caught my eye. You'll recall a couple weeks ago, you gave what we thought was just a tremendous answer on accountability, and you listed off all the things that you felt like you could improve on as a coach from a game. And it was super cool, and we shared that. And then yesterday, I'm scrolling through, and I see you being asked a question that is, in this day and age, an incredibly popular question, especially for successful coaches. Now, I would imagine, number one, it's you got to take it as a compliment, because 2 and 8 coaches aren't like, well, hey, you're looking to move up, but you're a successful coach. You've created and with your team this environment. And then you gave not this once again, like the accountability question, Coach, not the standard answer that's a 15-second soundbite, which would have been fine. You gave an over 3-minute answer, just detailing how difficult it would be for you to be pried out of here because of how I took it, how hard you and your team have worked, your coaching staff, top to bottom, on just creating this environment for the future and for now at UC Davis. I thought it was great, Coach.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, I think, it's just one of those things where in coaching, my wife and I always laugh, like, if you're doing really poorly, you're going to have to move. And if you're doing really well, everybody always wants you to move. So It's like, what does everybody want you just to be average? And then nothing, you don't have to move, or nothing happens. And so I think the thing that we care about more now that we've kind of gone through the coaching thing is, the environment that we're in, the people that we're around, and we just, Davis is not your typical stop for my wife and I. We both went to school here, and we chose to come here to really help grow this place and raise our family. And so we've already, made that decision as a family. And so even though we're having success and there's, if there's interest from other places, it is really flattering because it just, like you said, it means we're doing really well. But I guess I just look at things a lot differently than the typical coach because, from a financial standpoint, they're always going to be able to throw money at you. But if the environment and the people aren't right, they can really lead to some awful situations too.
Well, I think it's fascinating, and I'll give you one follow-up, but I don't want to. I'm not trying to get you in trouble or make headlines. I just think it's when we're talking to somebody like you, who's such an open book. I do think it's interesting to get into your head on that because I imagine you've got to kind of walk. Look, you just had a big birthday in June. You're a young man. You got a lot of coaching years ahead of you, and do you in your head you go, okay, do I want to? I'm just saying. Alabama, LSU, name the crazy school that calls. And, of course, it's a never say never. I understand that. But then you also have the Bobby Bowdens of the world. You've got I wouldn't say Saban, but Bear Bryant's of the world. You've got, we could list on and on and on coaches. And I'll use Bowden because I'm very, very familiar with Florida State. When he took over, they were a decade plus being removed from being an all-women's school. And he literally built that program from the ground up, and that's his thing. So in your mind, with your life ahead of you, are you trying to balance the whole, well, do I answer the call of the wild someday, or am I retiring at 73 years old, having been the Bobby Bowden or Nick Saban of UC Davis, and now all these generations to come will be able to build off of the foundation myself and my partners have set up? That's got to be an internal dialogue for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I look at the mentors that I have, the people that are really close to me that have shaped me to be the coach I am. And so you're talking about Jim Soker, who stayed at Davis for 20 years, and Bob Biggs, who stayed at Davis for 20 years, and Chris Peterson, who stayed at Boise for a really long time, and then went to Washington for a long time and retired. And so all the people that have been really influential in me are not the guys that have coached at 20 different places. And that's not to say the guys that have are bad coaches, but the people that have influenced me, they have always taught me, you coach where you're at, you're never going to leave, and you're trying to build something that is going to be sustainable for a long time. But you also can't say that you're never going to leave because you really don't know what happens in the future, or what's coming down the road, or there's just so many changing things. So that's why I was saying it's really irresponsible for me to say, oh, I'm never leaving. I love this place, because I don't know, the athletic director, the administration, the football program. There's got to be a lot of things that continue to be aligned with you that keep you where you're at. And so my thought is always not that there's an internal struggle, but it's like, hey, if something comes along one day that my wife and I are like, oh, that's a great opportunity and we can continue to do what we want to do, okay, that's a different conversation. But most of these situations are not going to be better than the one that I have, other than the fact they're going to pay me a lot more money. And so if all you can tell me is I'm going to pay you more, then that's not the place for me. If you can tell me that you can do the things that we want to do, that we believe in, then that's a different story. And I think that's where the coaching thing can get guys in trouble, because you see the paycheck and the quick fix maybe financially, but then you get yourself in a really tough career spot, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
Talking with UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow. Coach, speaking of not knowing the future, as of now, there's no Causeway scheduled for next year or to come, because Sac State's leaving the Big Sky. You were a player there. You've been a coach there. Now you're the head coach at UC Davis. What does, hearing that, knowing that this Saturday for the time being is the last Causeway on schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously bummed out that that's kind of the way things are headed. But, the way I'm talking to the team and the way as far as I'm concerned, this is the last one we're ever going to have, because I just don't see a way where that's going to change anytime soon. So, I'm looking at it more like I'm super fortunate, man. I'm so thankful that I am here for the final Causeway ever, because this will be the 16th or 17th one that I've been a part of, and it's a really important part of my life, and a game that means a lot to me. It means a lot to the community of Davis and Sacramento. Both teams are having good seasons, and so I just feel really lucky to be a part of it, knowing it'll be the last one, and even though that's a bummer, and at least I get to be here for it, and I think that's the thing that we're trying to focus on, is just be joyful and thankful for being able to be a part of that last rivalry game, and hopefully we can play well enough to keep the trophy.
Yeah, just one thing as a follow-up. I know you've told us all year you either win or you learn. And what have you learned, not necessarily about the loss last week, but the loss of players you've had? You've had so many injuries, Coach, you've been telling us about. What have you been able to learn about your team, your staff, your players going through all the loss of players due to injury?
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. We've had 16 season-ending injuries, and, we only, I think, 5 All-Americans out for the year, and we only dressed 55 players against Montana State, and you can dress as many as you want, and we could only dress 55. So I think the thing I've learned the most from that is how resilient your team can be if you build resilience throughout the year. We have our pyramid that we live by, but our leadership gets to pick a couple words that they want to define their team. One of the words they picked before the season even started, they picked this in January, was resilience. They wanted to be a resilient team, and so we tried to build that in our off-season training. And if you talk about that and build it, your team will continue to fight. And I've been so proud of the team, because the staff, obviously, every Sunday, Monday is thinking, how the heck are we going to win this game? We don't have enough players to play. And all the players think is, hey, we're going to get this done. And if you can build belief, then maybe you lose great players, but then other players step up. And the fact that they've been able to put themselves in a spot to, compete for the conference championship and, try to make a playoff run and all these things with all they've faced is really a tribute to the players for their commitment to that. So basically it's taught me, don't give up. Just because a couple of guys get hurt doesn't mean things aren't going to work out. You just got to keep coaching all the players, and if you get them ready to play, they'll give you everything they have, and you can still win games.
That's Coach Tim Plow. Causeway Classic this weekend. Hopefully not the last one, but either way, going to be a battle a lot on the line. Coach, good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you next week and recap it all.
Boys, now I just got to make sure we're on the same page here. Are you guys rooting for the Ags or the Hornets in this game?
So Jason is the play-by-play voice.
I know he is. That's why I'm like, hey, where are we at here? Because I feel like we are family, right? Like we're together on this.
So Jason's the play-by-play voice, so I think he's got to step out. Chris went to Sac State, so he just gave me the Stingers up sign. But Coach, you know what? You know what I say, Coach? I say Stingers down. I say Stingers down. Let's go. Yeah. Aggie time, baby. Let's make it happen. Find some joy this weekend, Coach.
I love that. I appreciate you. And Chris, Jason, no offense. I appreciate you guys. I just won't talk to you one day out of the year.
we'll talk to you next week, Coach. Good luck.
All right, boys.
Take care. I should have done the thing where, my wife's going to Sac State, right? I didn't do a story on – I can't do one on how I hate Sac State because I don't. It's like rooting against my kids, man. You know what, though? UC Davis, Sac State, Causeway Classic, quick drive across the, thingy. What? Come on. Somebody had to pull for Davis. Don't give me the look. I mean, I just want a good game, and I want both teams to do well. Nobody gets hurt. It's not that. Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram has fallen prices just like those falling leaves as we're in the middle of fall. $13,000 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 2500 heavy duty of your dreams. You're not going to find a better selection of Ram heavy duties at prices like these anywhere in California. Hundreds of new Rams available and more arriving each and every day. There's a reason they're consistently one of the top Ram dealers, not just in California, but all of the United States of America. Come see the Hoblet difference. Get that big city selection and savings with the small town feel. Search, select, and save through the whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 3 for madness, including Draymond Green getting into it with a fan. We'll talk about that next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, facing a chilly start to the day as the clouds are sweeping in. We'll see a partly to mostly cloudy day ahead, but it is going to be a dry day. Temperatures a bit cooler with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
It's about time they
fixed that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
There's no championship league for small business owners. But if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation. One-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at Lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo. The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, thanks again to UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow. As yes, it is the big Causeway Classic coming up on Saturday. UC Davis hosting Sacramento State. Should be a great game. 7-3 UC Davis, 7-4 Sacramento State. A lot on the line. But, you know, it's interesting, and he said it too, David, like you can't predict the future.
No.
Like right now they're not scheduled for next year, and I know there's been some efforts on Sac State's end more so than I think on Davis's end. But regardless, I just, didn't Miami and Notre Dame come back? So, I mean, it's years and years and years, but you never know. Never know.
This is going to be my opinion. I don't think anyone said this yet. When Davis and Sac State play each other, you throw the records out the window.
You throw them out.
Why?
Well, because you're driving and you're carrying all these records.
Yeah.
And you're just like, right into Albert Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Woodland.
They shouldn't want to throw the records out. They both have pretty good records.
Yeah, is this, you know what would be an interesting, you could probably do this. Hey, can I make a segment request?
Yeah.
Sometime between now and Saturday, can we do a, like, one of these, like, 629 segments? Can we do the most meaningful Causeway Classics of, like, the last 30 years? So what I mean by that is, like, it seems like this is a lot on the line. Definitely UC Davis for sure, and very possibly Sac State.
Absolutely.
This isn't like 2-10 Sac State taking out. They both are doing really well.
No, for the better part of the last 5 or 6 years, they've all kind of had.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, UC Davis was going to be in regardless. Sac State only won 3 games, so that was the role. Like, they could have upset them, but not knocked them out of the playoffs.
Sure.
But I think
like insulted their moms or something
since 2018, maybe. Yeah, I think it was one of the two teams has gone on to the playoffs.
Have they ever played each other in the Causeway Classic undefeated, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, no. But a couple years ago, the Hornets were undefeated, and Davis was really good.
Oh wow!
I mean, so
I wonder what.
22.
I wonder what again, like over the last 25, 30 years, let's say modern day. I wonder what the best combined winning percentage year is.
It probably was 2022. I don't know. I have to look back. I know there's also they played each other twice in 1988.
Okay.
Because they played in the Causeway, and then they both met in the Division II playoffs.
Ah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I said that. I'm stupid. I'm calling myself. I said that's right. Like, oh, yeah. I remember that in 88. Yeah. That was amazing.
You might have.
Maybe I did. So we'll have coverage of that. And, of course, you can hear that here?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a thing. Yeah. If, like, you can only hear it there, or you can only, if they split it and whatever. And you're on the call for Sac State. I'm not rooting against you. I'm rooting for you, and I'm rooting for Coach Plow.
How's that work?
You know what I am?
You want him to have a good game coaching and me a good broadcast?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I'm the dad with the split jersey. I am. I am. I've got no time. I mean, I do have a family member going to Sac State right now, and my wife. Right. I know. But also Coach Plow. Set the screen. You.
Yeah. Who you see every day, along with your wife.
Every day.
Almost every day.
Along with my wife. Spend more time probably with you than with her. Scott Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scotty the Body Marsh. Known him forever.
Yeah.
So Sac State. Okay. Sac State. You. My wife. Coach Plow. Scott Marsh. Also, Chris went to Sac State. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. That's on the other side, pal. So there is the rooting against Chris part, which is attractive to me. But Sacramento State.
You're big on the name Sacramento.
Davis.
In Yolo County.
In Yolo County. You only live once. So I'm the split. You know what I want? I want what you know, Jason. I want a tie. And then both to make the playoffs. And to be a really entertaining game and nobody gets injured.
A shameful performance.
And everyone bumped their booties out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have that coverage for you.
Look, I found the place your life is going, in the garbage.
Mm-hmm. 3 for Madness, question 1, please.
The amount of injuries in the NBA this far has been staggering. Any theories as to why?
916-339-1140 is also your text line. Just real quick, guys, I got this 4 for Madness. Great question from the audience. Guys, summer, winter, and spring all have one term. But why is there fall or autumn? And which is preferable?
Fall.
People from Davis say autumn.
Yeah, I was going to say, when was the last time you said, we're in autumn?
You know what autumn is?
It's a pirate.
Autumn, yeah.
Autumn wind is a pirate.
Autumn wind is a pirate. It's not the fall wind is a pirate.
Okay.
So
Do they have autumn winds in Las Vegas?
No, they have like...
You don't say autumn.
You know, hey, do you know what the name of that big old... you know when they have a big old sandstorm? Right? Have you seen those big old sandstorms, like especially in the Middle East? But I think they might have them in... You know what it's called? I'm not doing a bit. You know what the big giant, like the big wall of sand is coming towards you? You know what they call it? I found this out not that long ago. It's my favorite weather term. It's called a shaboob. Legitimately. I think it's Shaboob.
Is he an actor? Tony Shaboob?
Tony Shaboob. He was in Monk.
Yeah.
I'm with you on fall.
Yeah.
I'm with you on fall. I feel like autumn is like...
Good question, though.
Yeah, great question. And why don't we have like other terms for summer or winter and spring?
Hot, cold.
Just right. Baseball. Yeah, as the theories I have are just a theories of things I've been reading the last day about why there's so many injuries so far. Steve Kerr says it's because the game's faster. Game's faster, and the athletes are better than they've ever been before, and people are going. And you know, we indirectly talked about this the other day, Jason, when we looked at your scoring leaders by team now as opposed to back in 2002, what do we say? There were 4 or 5 teams above 100 points a game.
Yeah.
Now, I think the lowest is like 103 or 105 or something. So they're better. They're more skilled. The pace is much higher. They're running back and forth more. Now, was it Eddie Johnson, I think, kind of called out Steve Kerr? Not called him out, but they played in basically the same era. Kerr was a little bit after EJ, former King. But he was like, yeah, but here's the other thing. And this is true. Like, you guys fly in planes that literally you have your own pods that you can just lie flat and do whatever. You then take a bus, a luxury bus, straight to a 5-star hotel in which all the beds, you know, one of their requirements is it has to be able to fit like 7-footers. Whereas we, you know, like EJ was, no joke, was flying on Airball 1, which was the actual name for those of you young, of the Sacramento Kings plane, of which I think, weren't they the first to have their own chartered plane? Airball 1, which some people have said very much likened to the scene in Major League where they're flying on the plane and Wesley Snipes asked if there's any pilots. But they made it work. But it was a lot different in their day when they were playing back-to-backs, 4 games in 5 nights, that type of thing. I think EJ has a point. I think today's stars not only travel better, medicine is better. You got guys spending hundreds of thousands, or in LeBron's case, millions of dollars on their body every year. But it is, I think, a far higher stress on your body now than it was back then.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the key. Because, yeah, I think they have better care, better treatment, we have better answers to recovery. But I think they also used to practice more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just really, there's hardly a lot of practice time. So
yeah.
I don't know the answer to it, but that seems to make some sense about the amount of stress they're putting on there.
So right now the season goes from mid-October, November, December, January, February, March. So it's a 6-month season. Yeah, see, I think I do have the answer, or one of them. I say you keep everything the same, games-wise, but NBA kickoff is December 25th.
Mm-hmm.
NBA Finals is sometime in August. That takes us right to football. They're only competing with baseball, and that would be January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, you basically extend the season to 6.5, 7 months. By the way, and I also wonder if it's like easier. I know they're indoors and climate control, but like, do you get less injured when it's warm?
You know what else that would lead to?
The NFL.
Autumn League. Not Summer League.
Oh, Autumn League. Yes. Go to Vegas Autumn League.
Vegas in October.
Wait, hold on. Vegas Fall League. We just talked about this.
Just trying to change it up.
But yes. Yes. You know what? Actually, that is better because Vegas Autumn League, or we would call it VAL.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas Autumn League.
Vegas
is, she's not dead, dude. She moved cities. Vegas Autumn League, what a great time to go to Vegas in late October.
Yeah.
And yeah, you go right to, you got football that slightly overlaps with basketball. Then basketball takes you all through summer when it's just stupid baseball. Then, Oh, the finals are happening. Oh, training camp's happening too for the NFL. Oh, let's crown an NBA champion. Sweet. Guess what? Hall of Fame game just happened. We're kicking off Thursday of next week. Boom. You have it end. You have the finals the week before the NFL kicks off. Oh, what's the drawback? I mean, like, really, what is the drawback? Like, there's got to be.
They'll have to stop the season for the Olympics.
So what? Isn't there also an advantage? Like, aren't there some teams that share arenas with hockey? So, like, you keep hockey in the winter and you don't have to worry about the scheduling crap.
Plus, I mean, the Olympic years are hopefully in, like, August, so maybe not everybody's in the late playoffs
That's
or in
right.
the finals.
That's right. They don't go.
Yeah.
Or they go. Yeah, you would have to pause it. Well, whatever, fine. Pause
What
it.
has Silver said against this? It's been brought up to him before.
We'll research that. Because you're right. I think this has been. And it was probably something like, it's one of the things we'll look at. Blah, 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 blah. Is that exactly like Adam Silver?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought you were on a recording.
Question 2.
Question 2.
Considering the injuries until expansion hits, should the NBA consider expanding roster sizes?
I was thinking about this. If they're getting ready to do expansion, which it sounds like they almost certainly are, that's an additional 28 players. And you have, 30 teams in the league. So that's, what's the drawback to having, so what is it, 14 right now? And that, does that
15 even.
And there's the two-way players.
Yeah.
So, why not add, I don't know, why not add another, each team can add up to 3 more two-way players. I don't know. They all have, the relationships with the G League teams are a little bit different. Most of them are very local, including the Kings. Why not just do that? I guess my thing is what's the drawback? It's more jobs, it's more players,
Yeah.
it's deeper benches, maybe in blowouts either way. You're
Where do they all sit?
That's a great question, Jason, because they're already kind of making an L, if you will. Maybe put some maybe the G League players sit in the coaches. They sit in the back bench.
You're in row 208 tonight.
Yeah.
Section 208.
Yeah, exactly.
And take away those floor seats from the fans?
Well, no. Yeah, you'd have to put them, they sit on the floor. Or they stay in the locker room. Why do they have to be out on the floor? Keep them in the locker room, then,
It's like a surprise.
Yeah.
Like, they could literally have door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3.
Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, each team gets a former player.
Yes, and they're behind the door, and they have to guess. You let the other team pick the door number.
Wait, you mean like a former player? Like what? Like the Kings would get Chris Webber?
Yeah.
To come in and play?
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't that be more intriguing to you than someone that's a two-way player?
No, it would 100% would, because I think, who is it behind door? Oh my God, is that Chris Webber's music? Versus it's Daquan Plowden. No offense, but come on,
Yogi Stewart.
Wow, is that Franklin Edwards?
Vince Carter.
I don't know. I'm spitballing here, but why not expand it? Why not expand the rosters? No,
I think it's fine.
Just,
There's a lot of players already.
There are.
Yeah.
All right. Question.
Just don't get injured.
Question 3.
Draymond Green was warned for engaging with a local fan the other night. What should the line be?
That actually sounds funny, like engaging, like they got married. I want to try to answer this question and
turkey sausage.
I want to try and answer this question without it being Draymond Green, because Draymond Green, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm all for fans heckling. I think that's part of as long as you're not like, I blanked your mother, or F this, or, there's kids and stuff.
Turkey sausage!
Turkey sausage is great.
Yeah.
That's a great example. But
it's a confusing heckle for some.
It is, but it's such a deep heckle.
Which is the key.
Others. Right,
Yeah.
right. Now,
some guy yelling turkey sausage at me all night long.
What is that all about? That's your order, brother.
Yeah.
That's what you ordered. But in this case, apparently the big offense was the fan was calling Draymond Green Angel Reese.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, although I'm sure there were definitely at the very least sprinkles of misogyny in there, the fan stated he was calling him Angel Reese because earlier Draymond had like 3 straight rebounds off of his own misses. And so that actually kind of shows some elite ball knowledge, right? I respect the hustle a little bit. To which Draymond said, dude, I got 4 kids, another on the way. I'm a grown man. You can't keep calling me a woman. Well, okay. Well, that is kind of, that's a little misogyny, if you will. If not misogyny, there's definitely some ogyny going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, but I also think fans, there should be, and they do have a code of conduct.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with Draymond Green. And again, let's forget it's him for a second. I am shocked. I think he was just fined, right? Yeah, it was just $100,000. David Stern would have had him out for 5+ games because you can't get in a fan's face. Now, this dude, by the way, I don't know if you've seen the clip, but I don't know how tall he is, but
he's not that much. He's kind of close to
they
eye
look
to eye.
Pretty, and this guy was like, dude, he had his hands out to it. He did what he should do in that situation, which is, I'm not going to get violent. Like, my hands are at are stretched out, but I'm going to, if you're going to get in my face, I'm going to talk to you. Here's the problem. It all stems out of the malice at the palace. You can't have, unless, look, if somebody's in danger or has been accosted, I understand that. But for Draymond to let words, which, by the way, were not incredibly offensive, but words have him go over to a fan and get in that fan's face. Dude, people react differently, man. There are some people out there, it doesn't matter if you're Draymond Green or you're 4 feet tall, you get in their face or they feel threatened and that fight or flight hits and they swing. And now we got a whole thing. Draymond you're the one getting paid tens of millions of dollars. I'm not immune to players are human beings too, and people say stuff to them they wouldn't say on the street. I totally get that, and I agree with that. But, bro, you can't potentially instigate a confrontation with a fan, and that's what happened. And but for the grace of calmness, things didn't get out of hand. So for me, I think Draymond got off really easy in that situation.
Well, so in that scenario, though, like, what's the line? Like, I think what was said was creative, but it gets back to one of those things where, like, anything where you go, well, it wasn't offensive to me. Well, it was offensive to someone else.
We just had training on this.
Yeah, so it's like if it's offensive to one, is it then deemed offensive?
Yeah.
And you just go, okay, there weren't, and I don't know. I'm using this as a blanket example. If there weren't swears or weren't things that were over the line, if it was really calling him Angel Reese because of padding your stats for missing all those shots, I'm with you. I personally think that's very clever.
I do too.
But if Draymond was offended, like that, where's the...
And also, it's very difficult to make those rules too, because let's say we go, okay, you're good to say whatever you want as long as there's no swearing and no slurs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, Draymond, how's your mom doing? And she died 2 weeks ago. There's no swearing and no slurs, but I would contend that's more offensive than him saying F you, Draymond, which he's heard a billion times.
Yeah.
So your point is well taken. It's not
how does one judge that?
Exactly. And you've got your customers paying thousands of dollars to occupy that seat for 3 hours. I'm not a believer in the absolutist of, hey, I paid for my ticket, I can do whatever. No, you can't.
Right.
You paid for your ticket, you have a right to occupy that seat and within the frame of the rules operate.
Yeah, and even in that example of, like, if it was very public that everybody knew that the player's mother had died, how's your mother? Like,
yes.
What if the person didn't know that?
Right.
And when they're saying that, like, they're saying it in a way to get under your skin, but it lands differently if there was, they just passed. You're like, what are we doing here?
That's 100% right. Are you in a situation where, like, I'm a big your mom guy, like with my friends, like, I know, out of context, but like, someone will be like, oh, you're stupid, like your mom's stupid, and I even say it in that tone, right? But oh my God, if one of my friends, I would know this, of course, but one of my friends' mom was in the hospital or passed or something, all of a sudden they turn to me, it's always like, no, dude, it's the royal your mom. It's not like when somebody says that to me, I know they're not saying like, Barb. Right. They're not calling out my mother. It's the royal your mama.
Right.
But some people don't play that way, and they don't have They don't have rule books on their foreheads that you can. Okay. So I can call him. I can make fun of his weight. He won't care about that. But man, if I say anything, mama, it's gonna get violent.
But then someone else is super sensitive about their weight. It's like you can't talk about their weight. It's like, well,
right?
How do you?
100%. Which is why I just make fun of myself.
There you go.
You can always get away with that. It'll probably offend somebody. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look around the league, by the way, and I have a question about all this talk about potential trade partners with the Kings. Should there be some rules in there? Sean Salisbury will join us in a half hour. Katie Christensen, live from Oklahoma City, will join us at 9 a.m. as well, and a lot more to get to. The next 2.5 hours of the program coming at you next.
Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, facing a chilly start to the day as the clouds are sweeping in. We'll see a partly to mostly cloudy day ahead, but it is going to be a dry day. Temperatures a bit cooler with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Black Friday deals are here at the Roseville Auto Mall. Drive away in a great vehicle at the best deal during our Black Friday sales event. 20 top brands and thousands of vehicles in stock daily with savings as big as the selection. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9861. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9861. That's 800-575-9861. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The Sactown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. 49ers get back on the winning track with a 41-22 win over Arizona. Brock Purdy started his first game since September 28th and threw for 3 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey had 2 rushing TDs and a receiving score. 49ers are back in action home on Monday night versus Carolina. You can catch the game right here on Sactown Sports 1140, beginning at 4 o'clock.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Damn it, Chris caught me. He caught me. Wow, good. Wow, that's dramatic. He caught me doing a fake laugh in the hall. And I have no defense.
Yeah.
I did. Someone said something, I went, ha! But it wasn't funny. What do you do? Sometimes,
Not laugh.
I guess, but then I feel bad. Like, then the person's like, oh, that wasn't funny. Like, I'll give someone a laugh. Not in a patronizing way.
That sounds like it was.
It is a little bit.
Was pretty patronizing.
No.
I caught it immediately.
Because you know me well enough.
So you think they're going, wow, he really enjoyed that, or that was a courtesy laugh?
Maybe they think. I think in this particular case.
But you've just done like, oh, that was a good one.
No, that now I'm explaining it. I think in this particular case, the person went, if they even gave it a second thought, they went, I got it today. Feel a little good. Made Dave laugh. Feeling good. Whereas if I don't respond at all, maybe right now they're in their office going, did he not hear me? Or did he hear me and it just wasn't that funny? Am I funny?
I was going to tell that to someone else, but now I can't.
Now I can't. And all day long, person's going to be on the wrong foot. On the back foot.
On the good foot.
Don't tell Dave he looks like Drew Timmy from the text line. Remember yesterday? Text line won. Text line had a great day yesterday. Not following. It was still got a lot of show left.
Yeah, plenty of show left.
But chat line taking it away. Although I think there's an argument about something in there. I don't know. It is what it is. The Kings are, we think, going to be trading with people. And maybe not. Who knows? Nobody knows. But if they do, I was thinking about this last night because who was it? Was it Matt George? Matt George said he was soliciting.
I know you like Harry Potter.
Yeah, he was. He was soliciting. I should probably finish that sentence. He was soliciting trade offers from other colleagues of his in the podcast world, right? And one of them, he claims that that the Warriors podcaster offered this trade.
Okay.
The Sacramento Kings trade Domantas Sabonis. The Golden State Warriors send Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Pajemski, Moses Moody, and a first-round pick. Now, let me tell you something. Noted Domantas Sabonis fan Carmichael Dave here. Got his jersey. Love the guy. Some say I'm too soft on him. He's a big dude. What, 6'11", 2-something? Get on my back, Domas, because we're walking. We're gonna hit 80. We're gonna stay on the right side. No, we're going on the left side, so we're facing traffic, how you should walk, so you can see what's coming onto you. The cars and stuff. Get on my shoulders, dude, because I'm carrying you all the way to Chase Center to make that deal happen.
You're going to take the 80?
Nope. I'm taking 80.
Yeah. I don't think you could do it.
I'm not saying I could do it straight, meaning all at once. What I'm saying is I might need I would need 7 days. I would need 7 days. I think in 7 days I could piggyback Domantas Sabonis from, let's say, the 80 on-ramp at X Street, I don't know, to the Chase Center off-ramp.
Okay.
I think I could do it in 7 days, going motel to motel or hotel to hotel. I need to sleep. I think I could do it, and I would do it for that trade.
Okay.
I think am I wrong that that's incredibly lopsided in favor of the Kings?
I don't know if it's incredibly lopsided, but I would do the trade.
And by the way, that's no disrespect to Sabonis.
Right.
That's just kind of the Warriors still get to keep, Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, and they're losing Pajemski is the main one. But also great for the Kings. You get a couple of young pieces to build around. Who knows? Maybe there's more to Moses Moody than meets the eye. Is he Malik Monk Part 2? I don't know. Some say. Some have said that. The only problem with Moses Moody I hear, though, is his attitude tends to go up and down. You can't predict it.
Yeah.
He's not Moses stability. And then a first-round pick. It's not going to be a great pick, but it's not. It's not a second-round pick.
Yeah, I don't think at this point, look, if you have multiple shots at it in the first round, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. You can pick a good player at 23 or 30 or 26, 14, wherever you are.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
But then it got me thinking.
Small thought.
Very small. Do we suspend all normal rules when it comes to trading? Not that there's rules necessarily, but do you remember the last trade the Kings and Warriors made?
Okay, I've got a couple in mind, but the last one?
Yeah, I don't.
Am I missing an obvious one?
No,
or do you have,
I don't. I have one that I remember, and it was after the one you might be thinking of, I think. Maybe not. No, I think it was.
No, I'm going way back, so I'm sure yours is.
I think, wasn't it Billy Owens?
Okay, that's the one I was thinking
Okay, I think that's.
They've had to have had something else since then.
What about the last time the Kings and Lakers made a trade? Like, I'm sure there's been one. I don't remember one.
Remember the Kings traded Buddy Hield to the Lakers for. Oh, wait.
Yeah, whammy.
They canceled that so they could get Westbrook.
Yeah, whammaroo. My point is this: do we suspend? There's like this unspoken rule, I think. Right? I'm with you.
Yeah. You're worrying about making your team better.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I think it's almost it's kind of like a second cousin to best player available in the draft.
Especially where the Kings are now. Like, I think that would be if you had someone like, Luka or something, and you got crazy enough to trade him, and you're going, well, we're not going to trade him to the East. Get him out of our conference. Like, if you've got a great player and you're just trying to get as much as you can in return. Not that any other players on the Kings aren't good players. It's just, it's not that kind of thing. And if it helps that team you trade him to get farther or win a championship, you weren't winning one with that player here.
And you're not in the window to where, while they're good, like by the time if the Kings do everything right and they rebuild this thing properly and they're the next Detroit, San Antonio, OKC, all these dreams we have, they do everything right. They're not contending until, like, Steph Curry's going to have a big gray beard. Like, they're not contending in the next 2 years. Chris?
So the last one you guys were right about the Kings and Warriors. About Billy Owens.
Yeah.
Okay. The Sacramento Kings have never traded with the Lakers.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's crazy.
The last trade between the franchises was when they were the Kansas City Kings.
And that's fine because the Lakers were, LA-ing.
Mm-hmm.
They love LA.
Yeah.
So I think if there's not, normally if I see an offer floated out between the Warriors and Kings or Lakers and Kings, I always say to people, it's almost certainly not, that's not happening.
Yeah.
They're not trading with each other. Now, I don't think you have any rules, dude. I think if the Lakers offer the Kings a trade that makes the Kings better or hits the Kings' goals for that trade, and there's no other offers that are close to that, screw it.
Yeah.
You're a Laker. They almost traded DeMarcus Cousins away.
They almost did. It's funny, like, we don't really have that same thought process of the Suns or the Clippers. They're in the same division.
No, you're right.
It's like, we can trade with the Suns.
But weirdly enough, though, like, and I know that technically there's no rivalry between the Warriors and Lakers and the Kings, the truest sense. Like, but there's really, like, there's no rivalry between the Clippers and the Suns.
Yeah. The funny thing is, in the history of the Sacramento Kings, they've had one playoff series with the Warriors. They've had one with the Phoenix Suns.
That's right. That's crazy.
Oh, they beat the Suns. Oh, so it's not a rivalry?
Not a rivalry.
The Warriors beat the Kings. Oh, that's a team. I can't trade with them.
Dominant.
Yeah.
So yes, I don't think there should be rules. Are we both in agreement, by the way, just to set the rules forward, though, that aren't any, that this is a best player available draft?
I'm always for that.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
What if they were like the defending champions? Are you still best player available?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Because me personally, I think you trade and you do free agency for need.
Gotcha.
You're drafting if in the example I'll give again that I've done before, but I'll try to use it more currently. You have the Spurs had Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
and Wembanyama's available, you absolutely take Victor Wembanyama.
Sure.
You go, well, you have the best center in the league, and now you're adding maybe what will become one of the best centers of all time. Yes.
Does where you're picking in the draft change your mind? So that's an extreme example, and you're 100% right. But what if you have pick 28, and maybe you have a wing that's you have him higher on your board than a power forward, but you really need a power forward.
I guess I would do that one in a sense of how big is if the wing on my board is next in line, and that's who we're targeting, and the power forward is of need,
sure,
and it's like 3 spots lower,
okay.
Maybe I do that. But if it's like, no, I'm separating these guys by like 15 spots, no, take the better player.
I think they're definitely in BPA territory.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, let's get to some NFL notes, including a big suspension, a robbery, and some injuries as well. We'll do all that next.
Malik Monk plays here.
Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the three. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com. Your one-stop Honda shop.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
NBA fans, the race for the Emirates NBA Cup is on.
Let the games begin.
30 teams will start, but only 8 will advance.
Oh, he puts it in!
And only one champion will capture the cup.
Let's go!
To finish first, they'll have to put the pedal to the metal. Who will capture the cup? Well, let's see what happens on the court.
Basketball is back!
Emirates NBA Cup Group Play continues every Friday on Prime.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
No payments for 90 days at Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That's right, no payments until February 2026 on every new Ram, Jeep Wrangler, Gladiator, even the Pacifica. No payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock at the guaranteed lowest price. You can check out their full lineup at sacssuperstore.com or stop on by. They're centrally located right across from Hagan Oaks Golf Course. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's the place where a handshake still means something. And right now, no payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock.
Any place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Jamar Chase has been suspended.
Oh, Jamar Chase for what?
He did spittings. He spitted.
He did?
He spitted.
Don't spit on me. It's just a game. What are you...
Where?
He's had that one in the hopper for a while.
Yeah, it's been part of leading off for the last 2 days.
I
have quite a few leading offs that are just
great.
Wonder if they'll ever see the light of day.
Well, just tell me. We'll make it happen.
No, because they have no longer correspond with what you...
No. We should just play them at random and try to decide what the story is. What would this have been used for? He spit on Florida State's Jalen Ramsey, defensive back for the Steelers. His appeal was heard by Jordy Nelson. That's the most random sentence I'm going to hear all day, who was jointly appointed by the NFL and the NFL Players Association. He upheld the suspension. The ban will cost Jamar Chase his weekly paycheck of...
Weekly?
Weekly paycheck of...
$400,000.
Very good, Jason. I'm going to give that to you. $448,333.
That's way off.
I would just be cool with the $8,333, you know? Like, you're not going to notice,
As a weekly? That'd be
yes.
Nice. Very nice.
He also will forfeit a $58,823 per game active bonus. God, these guys are super rich, man. I think he got off easy. Dude, you can't spit on people. Romanowski.
Yeah. You
can't do that. Like, what are you doing, man? Don't be spitting.
That's like one of the, isn't that kind of considered one of the lowest?
Yes. That and like a slap. Like an open-handed slap. I'd rather get slapped than spit on. No, for sure. Yeah. You spit on somebody? That's dirty, man. That's just dirty. I understand emotions get high. I get all of that. I understand that. I've played in the NFL for many years. I get it. What I'm saying is like, dude, you can't. One game, he got lucky. He got lucky. But hey, no more him for at least that, and whatever. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. And he should apologize.
Yeah,
he should apologize.
He should write it on the board 50 times.
And by the way, maybe he doesn't apologize to Jalen Ramsey. Maybe Jalen Ramsey, like we were talking about earlier, I don't know what Jalen Ramsey said. Jalen Ramsey might have made fun of a dead relative of his or something really terrible.
Not spit-worthy, though.
Not spit-worthy, I get it. But I would say you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You should not.
I mean, you spit on somebody, it sounds all the alarms.
All of the alarms. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of sounding alarms, Shedeur Sanders was enjoying his NFL debut, and this is way too common, unfortunately, of a story. While he was enjoying his NFL debut, his house got broken into. 3 suspects entered Sanders' home around 6:46 Eastern p.m., according to a news release. Surveillance cameras in the home. Also, by the way, why are you robbing? Dude, you're going to be on camera. I get they were like masked and stuff, but still, Surveillance cameras in the home captured video footage of the suspects entering and exiting different portions of the home. They were wearing masks and gloves and were seen exiting Sanders' home around 6:58. So quick math, 12-minute break-in. He's out on the field dodging, defenders and stuff. Someone's breaking into his house. In the past year or so, burglaries have taken place at the homes of multiple high-profile athletes, including Luka Doncic, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. I have a solution.
What's that?
I have a solution because you got to be rich enough to be able to do this, right? Okay, so you'd have to figure this out because you want to make sure kids and stuff are okay, right? So I've had this idea for exactly 20 seconds. But I feel like there's a way to build on this. Okay, so you have an alarm, right? And it goes off or it flashes or whatever. And you got to disarm it, right? But if you haven't disarmed it in 60 seconds, some sort of gas gets released that knocks everybody out. And then it automatically calls the police. I get it. Well, what if your kids are, well, you're going to be with your kids. Well, what if you don't see you got to be able to see, you got to have big strobes and stuff happening, right? Mm-hmm. But no noise, because then the noise, that'll scare them away, and you don't want that. So they're in there burglaring.
You want to trap them in there.
I want to trap them like mice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying, kill them. I'm being humane. But I'm saying you gas, right? And next thing you know,
gas everywhere.
Gas is everywhere. They're out, and then it calls the cops after 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the cops come and, they're it's like in the movies, in the old movies, they're getting up and they have the X's over their eyes because they're unconscious. They're all in one pile together in their black and white striped suits, like all the bad guys wear in A Christmas Story. And then they get thrown in the back of the paddy wagon. Nobody's hurt.
The paddy wagon, huh?
The paddy wagon.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was called?
Yeah.
The big police station wagon thing.
No security for these NFLers. No big dogs.
You mean that as a big security guy, or you mean or both? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It does happen a lot, or it's been happening a lot the last couple of years.
In the past year, Luka Doncic, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. And by the way, it makes a little bit of sense. So, super rich person, young, probably going to have a bunch of really resellable stuff, memorabilia, different things that might be harder to trace.
And they're gone for X amount of time.
And they always say, when you leave your house, right? Cancel your, pause your mail, pause your Sacramento Bee delivery or whatever.
I did. I paused mine for a few years.
Yeah, you paused it. I have been paused now for a while. You pause it all because then people will come up and they go, leave a light on, maybe a car in the driveway.
Running.
Yeah. You don't want I say leave a light on with the curtain closed and then have one of them racetracks and put a cardboard cutout on it, right? And then in the silhouette of the window, the burglar just sees it passing by every once in a while. And they
go, someone's in there.
Oh, that's Zach LaVine. He's home.
Yeah.
We're not messing with that house.
Yeah, it's weird that he wears his uniform in the house, but.
All right, as we break, you see the following people. You're a burglar.
Yeah.
You see the following people. I'm using cardboard cutouts here in the window. Are you running away from all of them? Okay. Malik Monk. He doesn't look that intimidating there. He just looks like he's kind of getting ready to smile.
Right.
I might do that. I might not. Zach LaVine looks like he will punch your face off.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. And then, obviously, you open the door. I'm here to burgle. No, I'm not. God, you imagine seeing Domantas Sabonis? Holy crap. Not messing with Domas.
Yeah.
To be honest, not messing with any of them. I think the Players Association and all the leagues should say, hey, look, you're all millionaires. Here's our contracted security system people. All of you do it. Because, by the way, and we'll take a break because I know we're being silly, but here's the bottom line, too. Thank God nobody else is there.
Yeah.
I don't care if their stuff gets taken, and I think ultimately they don't either, other than it sucks. But, like, how long is it until, they're at the game, but whoop, who's it? Who else? What other family member is in the house? And now we're really talking about something. So I hope one is too many, but that's too many. Like, these guys, they're human beings. They need to be protected and not, freaking burgled. Not that anyone needs to be burgled, but you get my point. Don't commit crimes. Make crimes illegal. They are illegal. Make them more illegal. Okay. Get a system. Okay. Sean Salisbury. He'll join us. Hallmark movies and football. Next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, tell me all about the Black Friday sales event.
Right now, save up to $15,000 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Sport S. Or, if that deal isn't good enough, lease one for as little as $189 a month for 36 months.
Ooh, my brother had one of these, and he absolutely loved it.
Most people who do love its versatility. But Hoblet is more than just Jeep. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter. We have over 220 vehicles waiting for you at HobletDodge.com.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$13,000 total net savings after $92.50 factory rebates and $37.50 dealer discounts. Rebates include $92.50 lease bonus cash. Must finance through Stellantis. Residency restrictions apply. $189 special lease with $19.95 due at signing. 10,000 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over for well-qualified buyers with 720 plus FICO score, plus tax, license fees, and dealer accessories. To get this net savings, VIN numbers 546328, 546330. See dealer for details.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884. This holiday season, a little care goes a long way for your community and for your Toyota. Bring an unwrapped toy to a participating Toyota service center and help a child in need through the California Highway Patrol's Toy Drive. Chips for kids. And as our way of saying thanks, enjoy $20 off your next Toyota service, now through December 10th. Give joy, get joy, and keep the season shining bright. Exclusively at participating Toyota service centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota and Scion owners only. Toy value must be at least $10. Some restrictions apply. See a participating dealer for details.
Hey there, Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys with you, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark.
One of the most critical parts of buying an airline ticket is how long is your layover. While Southwest offers many non-stops, other airlines fly you to their hub airports where you connect to another flight. These massive hubs often require 15-20 minutes to get to your next gate. So how long should your layover time be? In a perfect world, I'd say about an hour and 15 minutes. That gives you time to hit the restroom, grab a snack, and arrive at your boarding gate on time. Here are a couple of tips. If you're seated in the back of the plane, you'll eat up 10 minutes just getting out the door. 40-minute layover? Seriously consider the cost of upgrading to Economy Plus to save a little time. And if you have carry-on luggage, you'll want to arrive at your new gate to board early enough that there'll be room in the overhead for your bag. Lots of things can cost you time in an airport. Make sure a goofy layover time doesn't ruin your trip.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler, Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers. Make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show, Carmichael Dave Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Verla.
Oh, slide in. What? Decapitated Kevin Maloof. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's back.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I was just shaking the Gavin bobblehead we have. And all right. Joining us right now. We're idiots. But this guy knows that. Joining us right now,
hey,
our good friend, Sean Salisbury. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you.
Now, look, with the understanding that yesterday you were dealing with something very serious that ended up a happy ending. That's the only reason we went with this, Sean, happy ending. When I explained that you were searching, and by the way, it did all end up happy, right? Like, I assume puppy came back.
Oh, yeah. Just, got to get the animal back to where so it doesn't get lost. Yeah. Just kind of fall. The animals find me all the time, dude. Trust me, because they know I'm a sucker for stopping everything down to make sure they get back to where they're supposed to go.
So what we came up with, Sean, is either widower or divorcee getting ready to spend the holidays alone with his dog. Dog gets loose. Scared, terrified owner chases dog who runs, it was a local fire station, right?
Yeah.
To the local fire station where the dog is in the arms of a female fire captain. Romance ensues. And what did we end? A doggone
Christmas.
A doggone Christmas. What do you think?
I think we can sell it.
Thank
Make
you.
big money.
Yes.
That is
We've got a Hallmark movie.
I already know my Hallmark people who are going to act in it. I already got their names and everything. We'll get what's her name, Lori Loughlin, the USC mom. She's a regular Hallmark. We'll give her a part of the comeback.
Yes.
Let her get back into it. Oh yeah, I got it all worked out. I'm in.
I'm with you
In fact, I'll be an early investor.
I'm with you on most of that, but there's one problem. I'm fine with the Lori Loughlin comeback. I'm fine with whatever casting you want. But, Sean, one thing we haven't talked about in our ongoing Hallmark saga is one of the three of us has appeared in major motion pictures who is as much an actor as an athlete, who played some roles that came incredibly natural to him.
Some would argue a better actor than athlete.
Some would. Why not Sean Salisbury and Lori Loughlin star in A Doggone Christmas?
I think, and I'm a dog lover. One of my goals when I worth billions. I don't really think I need to be worth billions to do this, but I am going to do it. Is buy a bunch of property like 10, 15 acres and be the place. A buddy of mine who is a big money guy who loves animals as well. A place where we have a food bank for animals there, but we have the property that it's a no kill. We're going to keep them. We'll have them foster them, but if nobody comes from them, they will just be on the property. So that, and I kid. I know we're having some fun, but that is a big goal, the number one goal. Yep. And I thought you were going to say when we were describing the movie, do you take the girl that came to get him or the dog? And I'm always taking the dog over the human. But anyway.
Dog's always going to be loyal.
Yeah, there you go. Needless to say.
Dog ain't taking half your community property.
That's exactly right. And those of us in the industry, Dave, in the acting industry, those of us with the SAG card, we reserve the right to negotiate our $10 million film with some back end points so I can get paid extra. But that only is reserved for those of us in the industry.
Right.
True.
So, hey.
Call your boy Sandler.
You mere minions that haven't been to a premiere, okay, that don't have credit, okay, that aren't getting residual income, step aside. Stay in your minion. Buy a ticket to the movie theater lane.
Call Sandler, dude.
Leave those of us in the industry to bask in our celebrity. Okay.
I mean, honestly, I think David on Sean's experience, like if he got a call from Sandler or any of his other,
Sandler's got like a 90-picture deal with Netflix to make whatever. He can make a finger puppet movie and they do it.
But literally, if Hallmark called, I think Sean's answering that call.
100%.
Sandler calls, I say who.
Hallmark calls, you say when.
Calls in the spring with a Christmas movie in March. I'm all in. I actually wrote a script for my new show. Yeah, it's called A Dog on Christmas in March.
Right.
Oh yeah. Sailor be damned. Take a back seat, dude. Those of us in the industry, the hallmark industry.
Oh, my God.
Okay? There you go. I always like that phrase, though. Have you ever noticed? Well, I'd like to thank the Academy because I did get snubbed for Best Supporting Actor in a comedy role, but who's counting?
You did.
I love how, well, those of us in the industry. Isn't it such a condescending? Yeah, well, those of us in the industry who pay SAG dues and will get in retirement.
Jason, help us out.
Well, for those of us
I'll do this all day.
that have played quarterback,
yeah,
I guess again that's
well,
that's
those
just
of
Sean.
us in that industry too. How dare you? Okay? I mean, who's counting multiple streams of income? I mean,
Yeah.
what's the big deal?
My goodness. There was some concern out here, I guess, how would the 49ers look with Brock Purdy back? But they had one of their better offensive days. Brock Purdy looked like, he just got right back in the role of leading man, and he was great again.
Yeah, so much for quarterback controversy. Well, let me get my gig back. But you know what's key is that, and I mean this sincerely, is there's the paying, even as a starter, paying attention when you're not playing.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up into the, all the world, like rehabbing and that, but the visuals of watching, and in truth, you can learn something from the other guy playing, even if you're the starter. There may be some things that Mac Jones did. I mean, we've listened to Sam Darnold, the way his career progressed, watching Brock Purdy go to work. And Darnold been in the league longer. And then he went to Minnesota, it paid off. So it does matter. And so a tribute to Brock, and listen to all the people in Mac's going, well, what a good problem for the 49ers to now know that if something were to happen for a game or so, you have a guy that can go in there and Mac Jones and win you games. But Mac also understanding the role. Listen, I was brought here to back up and play when necessary. He took the role serious, got him wins, and kept them in this whole hunt. And then Brock comes back. But the similarities, guys, for both, you really didn't have to. I think we've discussed this a little bit. You didn't really have to change much because their skill set, while I think Brock's probably a little more natural athlete, even though you don't look at him as like a Josh Allen. He moves pretty well. Mac buys a little time, but more exclusive pocket. Both of them are very high football IQ, accurate, good timing, because they also recognize, and I think this is the most important part of a position or in anything we do in life, it's one thing to enhance our strengths. For instance, if you're a great driver of the golf ball, let's just say you are, friend on tour, do you think those guys or any of us, what's the first thing we do? You'll hit a few wedges and then you want to get your driver because, the optics of your buddies at a pro-am standing next to you on the range. When in truth, they should be blistering your hands, hitting bunker shots for 6 hours, right? So it's knowing your strength is one thing, but it's also knowing your weakness. I can guarantee you Scotty Scheffler hitting irons to 2 feet. He's not just working. He's hitting irons to 2 feet because he stands at 200 yards and pounds golf balls to 2 feet. So yet if there's a weakness, when he had a putter weakness, if you can ever call it a weakness, the guy 3 putts, twice a year. But you know what I'm saying? He would consider it at the time when he was missing them. You think he spent 8 hours on the range hitting driver? No. He was standing on a putting green. He knew it. It's the same thing with quarterback. Is I think in those two, recognizing, and when I say weakness, maybe something that's not your greatest strength, like doing what Lamar or Josh can do, but staying within your lane, but also expanding it by throwing on time and a step ahead. So they didn't have to change much. And Brock came in there and did a great job. And, guys, I don't know, man. McCaffrey's going to touch the ball like 400,000 times this year. But you know what? The ball's not heavy, and they're living by that philosophy. So it was really good in Brock. And so you didn't have to do much if you're Kyle, like, well, you got to change. Like going from Joe Flacco to Lamar Jackson. When they did that, that's a major approach change to your philosophy. Well, here, there's not a lot of difference between the two skill set, and they live on throwing on time and trying to be accurate and mixing in play action. So Kyle didn't have to change much. So it's a good thing, and Brock obviously was prepared when he came back, and the 49ers are obviously still heavily in the mix.
Sean Salisbury with us. Sean, I can't find the convo, but there was a really good – how rare do you say this? There was a really good back and forth on social media I saw last week talking about Shedeur Sanders coming in for the Cleveland Browns. And I want to say it was Dan Orlovsky and a couple other former backups, Chase Daniel maybe. And they were talking about how the general –
I got involved in Luke McCowan, McDaniel, even Brian Hoyer.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a group, right.
Okay, man, I wanted to ask you about that because you got all these – I wouldn't say career backups, but mostly backups. And they're talking about how Shedeur Sanders, his first reps with the first team in his entire basically career happened live on Sunday. And it talked about just how tough it is for a backup QB. You've got to play somebody else half the time. You're not with the first team, and then you get, like, you know what I'm talking about. You saw it. I imagine your ears are ringing. You're going, yup. It just made so much sense, man.
Yeah, and listen, guys, you've known this on here, and on my show or on my Twitter, I try to answer as many questions as I can. I give our listeners and callers, I'm sure you guys got a ton of smart ones there too, that I validate them. They come on with some information that makes you think. But every now and again, you'll get somebody that goes on there. You're like, listen, you're talking to 12 of us,
right?
Who were in the meeting room. Not that you don't know about football, but the fact that we lived it. It'd be like me going and telling, Warren, Bob, using him as an example, financial, because I just read an article on him this morning. But or I don't care whoever it is, Jeff Bezos, going telling him, well, yeah, I know money in my own life and what I spend it on and the balance book and all that. But me trying to teach Warren Buffett about finance.
Right.
So I understand I have an opinion on it and validated, but when it gets right down to it, I haven't lived his life, and I don't quite live in the B word, billions, right? Yeah. So I'm going to listen. And when 12 guys are saying, here's how it works, you'd probably take notice that this is probably how it works a little bit. There are outliers. That conversation was great. And listen, when it comes to Shedeur Sanders, first off, at no time in my life, and this is true, and it's always and never hard to say in sports and in life, at no time in my life have I ever seen more lightning rod topic of conversation for a fifth-round pick who had a guy drafted in front of him who had a good college career, not a great one, didn't win a championship, and is a talented player but wasn't drafted. People after people after people passed on him, that we will give him more talk this week than Josh Allen's 6 touchdowns. And I understand the lightning rod that is a quarterback, but if you reversed it, would you have been talking about, I don't care if it's Dylan Gabriel or whoever else, if you reversed Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel, would you be having the same conversation? Or does the fact that he's got Deion Sanders' name on the back of his Sanders, that's the biggest part of this. Because in truth, we would never give a guy – it happens every week in different places. Did we say this when Jackson Dart didn't get any first-team reps? No, Russ Wilson did. Did we say it about Jameis Winston last week? No, he went in and played. I know he's a veteran, but it's a rookie backing up a rookie. My thing is that what happened was it's so weird trying to, and I understand because Cleveland, they're different, but even if it was not Cleveland, it was Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, we'd all be having the same conversation about Shedeur. I know his dad's a lightning rod, but we got to be compartmentalized about the position and the player. We're not even giving the guy a chance to grow. And in that situation, but also that situation anywhere. Let me just explain something. I know Cam Newton said, well, at his team, Derek Anderson got some starting reps. Well, Cam had been beat up at times through his career, and in coming off it, of course, once in a while. I can tell you this, when McMahon or Warren Moon were there, the first-team rep you'd get as a backup? Warren would get some water, and they'd come in, he'd run like 60 outside or hand it off a play or two, and then he'd come back in and run the reps. I can never remember a time when it was the starter was healthy, rookie or veteran, that the backup quarterback was getting significant reps to the first team. Nobody does, and especially not a fifth-round pick that was the third or fourth quarterback when the season started. And as a backup, you never got – where my first-team reps came from when I was a backup? You just got to be different. You got to prepare and you got to study hard, especially as a rookie. You better be getting into your book. You better understand protections. You better be staying after practice, all those things that go with it, because I got to get the other rookie ready because he needs reps. And even the veteran needs reps. So we get once in a while on a handoff, and then the starter come back in and get him. My first-team reps came from scout team because you're playing against your first-team defense and running their offense. But every team runs the same thing. It's just labeled different. So when I'm throwing a curl or a dig or a comeback or a screen, every team's doing it. It's just labeled different. So I took that serious. That's how I got first-team reps to have me ready to play when somebody went down and you had to play 3.5 quarters and get your team a win so you didn't let them down. So while Shedeur Sanders may be a great player, he's not ready yet, and nobody's obligated to give him first-team reps, but everybody thinks that he's supposed to get them as a back. Well, aren't you going to prepare in case somebody gets hurt? Coaches don't think about, well, what if a guy gets hurt? Now, if Dylan Gabriel had a hamstring but was still playing, was questionable, of course you'd give the backup reps because we don't know if the first guy's going to play. But when he's healthy going in, the first guy's getting 98% of the reps, regardless of what Cam says at his place with Derek Anderson. But Cam had been hurt at times and the rest of it, and there may have been a reason there. That's the outlier. The majority of the time, take it from Brian Hoyer or Luke McCown or Josh McCown or me or Chase Daniel, the backup just has to do extra stuff, lonely work to be ready. And then that's why it's as tough a position as there is. You don't get reps, and we're expected to go in and win when it happens, just like a relief pitcher's expected to close. And if he has to come in the fourth inning in a World Series game, which is not his normal routine, do you think they warmed him up to give him, oh, yeah, you're coming in the fourth inning? No, you're the closer, but Mariano Rivera, I got to have you in the sixth inning, dude. We're down 2 runs. Got to secure it. It's bases loaded, and we got to hope we get to the ninth inning with a chance with the bat in our hand. Same thing here. So this frenzy over Shedeur Sanders, it's not a frenzy, and then it's turned into a race card, and it's Stefanski doesn't want to win. That's BS. Of course he wants to win. His job's on the line. So just take it from a little bit. Shedeur Sanders' situation is not abnormal. It is the norm. Abnormal would be giving him half the reps as a backup quarterback. Then you're not doing the responsibility to the starter. Now this week, he's going to get them, and we'll see. And they do make a difference, but the backups don't get them. Shedeur Sanders is no different than any other quarterback that's tall, short, black, white, religious or not religious. That's just the way this league works, and if you're not ready, that's on you. And last week, they played bad up front. He wasn't any good. He didn't know where the pass rush was coming from, and that's understandable. He's a rookie without work. He's got a lot of work to do, and that's part and parcel to learning how to be a pro, whether it's him or any other backup in this league that's waiting for an opportunity. Mac Jones wasn't getting first-team reps when Brock Purdy was healthy. Maybe 1 or 2 a hand up. He wasn't getting a steady diet of it. None of us do as backups, period.
You know, Sean, you could obviously explain that. What's the nuance here if we're talking about that exact situation? You actually brought up Mac Jones, which is a good one, when he would play with specifically a guy like Kendrick Bourne, who was been kind of a journeyman, been with the Niners before. Then they were teammates in New England, and then those two seem to have a better chemistry than maybe Mac Jones with any other player on the team. So what's that nuance difference if you're the backup and you work with the second and third string guys, and then boom, you're in the starters? Just understanding the skill players, how is that? You know, the offense is the same, but why is that there's such a nuanced difference with knowing what the receivers are doing?
It's twofold, but it's one simple word: trust. You have built the trust over practice. Chris Carter came to Minnesota, and when we got it from Philly for $100 off the waiver wire. And when he first got there trying to learn the system, him and I would run scout team, and we took it serious. Even when other guys, we took it serious, and we went out there and dominated. So I could tell you every single thing when he was setting up a move. By the time that season ended, and I told him, I said, Chris, let's enjoy this while we can, because it's going to get to the point where you're going to be playing. You think so? I said, yes. So we moved him inside, put him in the slot. He's a Hall of Famer. And it only took a couple, 3-4 weeks before he got in the rhythm, because you could just see. But, man, did we work our ass off in scout team. And I would say that anytime to any players would come in and say, listen, this is our chance to go show a first-team defense what it's about. And so it's that trust. And I'm sure Mac and Kendrick, when there's a backup or the starter, and then the second word is extra, the lonely work. That's the second part of this, is when practice is over, they don't have time to spend 3 extra hours. They're back in watching tape. So it's incumbent upon me to gather them up and not say, well, you guys want to stay out. Gather, say, guys, we need 20 extra minutes. And he and Bourne running dig routes. Or he and Bourne run stuff, or talking through situational football. Listen, in order to be average, show up the same time everybody else does, leave same time everybody else does. In order to be good, show up a little earlier, do a little more, do stuff others aren't doing to be good. In order to be better and great and understand, you got to show up a lot earlier, do a lot more, and stay a lot later. Because when the opportunity presents it to a backup, or, in this case here, Mac Jones, or even as a starter, Bourne, and why the relationship works is because when I can finish your sentences and have an idea how you come out of breaks, because I've seen it time and time and time again, how does Tony Gwynn know a pitcher's going to throw him certain pitches? Because he studied everything about it. And while that takes a lot of dedication, so does being a CEO, so does being a great radio host, because you know what? You've got to do what others aren't willing to do. And it ain't just showing up. That's not a job you can just show up and say, you know what? If you want to be great at anything, tell me a job that gives you 8 hours where you can be great at it if that's all you put in. You'd be good at it, but that's not the goal, and especially when you're not getting work. So how do they do this? They know, because he understands Mac's timing. They've walked and talked and talked and talked and talked. And by the time the opportunity presents itself, you've lived it 1,000 times. And that's how you sustain really good play. And if you're talented and you put the time in, because at some point in time, most guys have been a backup somewhere at some level, and then they earned a job. But there's got to be extra work, and especially for the guys who born maybe not considered a superstar. Mac Jones, a journeyman the last few years. When the opportunity presents itself, you say, well, how do they have the reps? Well, it didn't just come from running scout team or just playing a couple reps during practice. It came before. It came after. It came texting some guy at 9:30 at night, hey, what would you do on this bang post with outside leverage and 3 deep coverage? Well, I'm going to lean on him at 10 to 12 or come back. I'm going to double move him twice, boom, and get out of the break. Trust me, I'll be standing at 15 on the sidelines, get it out. And you go work it at practice, and boom, after when nobody's around, lonely work, nobody's watching, and then you go put it to work. That's how that happens. It doesn't just fall off a tree and land in your lap. And that's why. But the biggest word is trusting. But the only way you can trust, it's not blind faith. You trust what you've seen on the practice field and during, before, and after. And that's how you get to that point.
I want to test out talk about your Raiders for a second and test out a thought I've had all year, which is, John Spytek in there, Pete Carroll, Genty, they got some young pieces, Mayor Bowers. I don't know why Max Crosby's still on the team, Sean. I don't understand it, and I don't mean to pick on him, but I think he's got the most value. I look at Genty, and you saw the game Monday night. The guy's got, 0.3 seconds before 4 300-pounders are on him. The offensive line either ain't doing their job, Chip Kelly ain't doing his job, or they just don't have the talent. Something's in there. If you're the Raiders, I know Max has said publicly he wants to stay there, but aren't you kind of like, dude, first off, we can get a bunch of picks for you probably. Secondly, we get the cap relief. Thirdly, we're doing right by Max Crosby. And I just don't know that he fits their timeline, Sean.
I'm with you. And it pains me to say because he's one of my 5 favorite players in the league.
Yep.
Love him.
100%.
Love him. And I've been thinking about this because you guys know my affinity as a lifelong Raider fan. Silver and black, bleed it. But let's just face facts. They're a putrid watch.
Yeah.
And I know Pete's a good coach, but it's going to take a minute because you can be – Pete, he ain't rubbing a bottle where a genie pops out and grants him 3 wishes to be great. That doesn't happen. It's taken some minute, and he's realizing that because he's a hell of a coach. But Chip Kelly is proving right now that you better have great players in college because Chip right now is not worth the ROI. They're not getting ROI with the Raiders with his play calling. They're just not. I don't know how you can draft. First of all, it's a risk to draft a running back in the first round, but I would have drafted this kid because he's a player. But you can't feed it to him 7, 9, 11 times and expect you're getting anything. Then turn it over to a quarterback who's regressed. He just has. And whether that's because the offensive line can't protect him, he feels like he's got to be a hero. Geno doesn't look like the guy we saw in Seattle, and I hold him in high regard, but he's not playing well. He's just not. Offensively, your Brock Bowers and Genty are probably your untouchables, and Max is normally, but take a look around from the Myles Garrett. Look what Michael Parsons got. It pains me to say this, but you've got to fire sale it. Because it doesn't matter. I mean, Gruden's in their front office, and Mayock, and you keep going. It's the same. It looks the same. Different wrapper, same result. And so it hasn't mattered. So then what do you say? Well, we got to get better talent. We got to draft better. And it's not just the players on the field. They've taken reaches in the draft that have set them back in the quarterback play. And so you say, well, what is it? It's a combination of all of it. Yes, what you got to do is in an offseason, you got to shop Max Crosby. And I hate it, but you go get 2 first-round picks for him. And then you take your first-round pick because you're not very good, and you start to build it, and you build around Genty and you build around Brock Bowers. Somehow, some way, you got to either stick with Geno another year or find quarterback play or hope that he elevates with better play. And you got to build it like the old Raiders did. Gene Upshaw, Art Shell, Ted Hendricks, nasty physical Raider football. Right now it's a pillow fight between them and the Miami Dolphins, and Max probably wants to stay because Max belongs with the Stabler, Cliff Branch, Biletnikoff Raiders.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Yep.
Problem is we don't have those guys. So for him, you got to go get guys. It's a bummer. I hate to say it, but the Raiders are an awful watch. And quite frankly, I'd rather watch, reruns of Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury than watch the Raiders on Monday night. And that sucks because they're my team.
That's a hell of a show, though. Sunday nights after 60
no
minutes.
doubt.
Come on.
Don't kid yourself. I've seen every one of them 30 times. I know.
I believe you. Sean Salisbury, holder of a SAG card, former NFL quarterback, and so much more, with a safe puppy back in tow, joining us today. Sean, we always appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week.
You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, before we go to break, Jason, we got keywords keywords to give away. Chris, was this you or our boss that drew this up, by the way? I'm just curious, the sheet. Was this you? Okay. Text a keyword at 916-339-1140 for a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Causeway Classic.
Yeah.
UC Davis, Sac State at UC Davis Health Field, November 22nd. Hey, that's this weekend. What a great way to bring in the Thanksgiving holiday. Today's keyword is points. Points. Yeah.
Pointing at you.
Pointing at you. All right, 916-339-1140. We'll take a break. When we come back, Denver, Indy, Pittsburgh, New England. Is that how we had it for division leaders? 4-down territory next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Let me tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez is a lawyer right here in downtown Sacramento. And a lot of you have seen those commercials on TV with law firms or individuals. You're like, that might be a good person to reach out to. Well, that's just a fate. You're never going to get to that person. How about someone that's here, that's local, that's in our community, that's one of us? And that's Gonzalez Law and Jonathan Gonzalez. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187 is the number to reach him in his office. Now, he has helped a lot of people in our region, can help you as well. And a lot of people have been asking about expungements. Well, that can help get some of your rights back. Maybe something that happened to you in the past that's on your record that you'd like removed. He can help that with that, and that's called an expungement. Maybe you're dealing with a wrongful termination case at your place of business. How about a sexual harassment case? Could be an auto accident, criminal defense. You don't know when you'll need representation, but you want to be prepared. You want to know who to call, and I'm telling you who to call, and that's Gonzalez Law. SacLegalDefense.com. The number is 916-304-9187.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, facing a chilly start to the day as the clouds are sweeping in. We'll see a partly to mostly cloudy day ahead, but it is going to be a dry day. Temperatures a bit cooler with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Listen to the 49ers Red Zone Report daily, brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, the official pizza of the 49ers. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Katie Christensen joins us from Oklahoma City in just under a half an hour. You know, I'm half joking here, but you can really make an argument that Oklahoma City, who the Kings play tonight, should retire Paul George's jersey. My God. Every once in a while I see this. I almost have it memorized. Never forget that the LA Clippers acquired Paul George in exchange for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, their 2021 first-round pick, which was Trey Mann, their 2022 first-round pick, which is Jalen Williams, all-star, 2024 first-round pick, Dylan Jones, and this year, the Thunder get the Heat's 2025 first-round pick. They get to swap with the Clippers their first-round pick. And then finally, the debt will be paid off. They get the pink slip finally. Next year, the Thunder also get the Clippers first-round pick.
And in the end of all of that, if the Clippers, who when they got Paul George, it was Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, they're going to win a championship. If they had at least done that, you'd go, well, it's a lopsided trade, but they got a title.
They got a title.
Well, they don't have that either. And he's no longer a Clipper.
They didn't even get a Western Conference Finals, did they, or did they? I feel like they didn't.
I thought they made it once, but I'm trying to think if it was them. I mean, with that group.
That, you know what?
I could be wrong.
Secret to rebuilding: get an
MVP.
Trade for an MVP and a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah, that you don't know is going to be an MVP.
And also indirectly, Domantas Sabonis. Remember last year when the Thunder were playing the Pacers, Sabonis factored in that he was in the trade to get Paul George, how Paul came to Oklahoma City, and he was in the trade for Tyrese Halliburton. So
correct.
Retire his jersey too. All right, 4-down territory. First down.
The current AFC division leaders are Denver, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, and New England. How many of those would you have predicted before the season?
No way New England would have said Buffalo. No way Denver would have said Kansas City, and then if you forced me, I would have said the Chargers behind them. Okay. Second most likely would be the Steelers, but I would have said the Ravens. The only one I can think even had a chance would have been the Colts, but I'm just being honest. I would have picked the Texans and then probably the Jags. So the answer is no, none of them.
Yeah, I know we made picks before. I had zero, none of them.
Yeah.
None of them. I actually remember putting the Colts fourth in the South.
Wow.
I thought Tennessee might finish above them.
Wow.
I was way off.
Wow, Jason.
Yeah. So no, I'd have none of those. I thought Denver might be good, but I did not have them winning the division.
No, absolutely. I think at best we thought Denver and LA, the Chargers, would be fighting it out for second behind the Chiefs.
Right.
I did not have the Chiefs 3 games plus the tiebreaker behind the Broncos with 6 to go.
Yeah.
It's reason number 100,000 why NFL football is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And
the hospital called. Your test results came back positive. You're a stage 5 dumbass.
And next year, when we're looking at the Dolphins, Bengals, Titans, and Raiders all in first place, we'll be like, oh, okay, whatevs. Second down.
The Chicago Bears are the surprise leaders of the NFC North. Do you think they will still be there at the end?
I do not.
Either.
And we touched on this.
Schedule a bit, other teams a bit in their division.
They have 3 losses this year to the Vikings, Lions, and Ravens. Their wins have come against the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Saints, the Burrowless Bengals, the Dartless, Scattaboo-less Giants, and then last week at Vikings.
Now, they've also, to their credit, they're a little bit like last year's Chiefs. They're winning all these close games. You take it. You take it.
100%.
Their record could be totally different, but they're on the right side of it right now.
They have a 1-point win, a 1-point win, a 5-point win, a 4-point win, a 2-point win. Now, to be fair, one of those losses was by 3, but look, and I'm a Bear. I'm high on the Bears. I am, but here's the other problem. Here's the rest of their schedule: home against division-leading Pittsburgh, at the defending champion, tied for best record in the league, Philadelphia Eagles, at the Packers, home Browns, but still the Browns can put up a fight with that defense. Home Packers, at Niners, home Lions. I would say, if you ask me, are the Bears going to be in first place at the end of the year, I would say of all the things available to me in the NFL, that's one of the most sure bets I could possibly make. As a matter of fact, I don't think this is going to happen, but I will tell you this. I actually think, here comes, hey, you ready for some sports radio hot talk hyperbole?
Yeah.
I think there's a better chance of the Chicago Bears being in last place at the end of the season than I do in first place. The Vikings right now, I mean, this is where it gets tough. They're 3 back. But you got the Packers and Lions. If you made me guess right now, I would say at most the Bears will be in second place. But my most likely landing spot for the Bears would be third place behind the Packers and the Lions by the time it's all said and done. And I'm sorry, MC. I'm just calling it as I see it. Yep. I'm a Bears guy. I mean, not a, okay. They're one of those I love seeing up and coming teams. Sure. And there's a ton of history with that.
Yeah.
I think the NFL's better when Chicago's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
They've been awful.
It has been terrible. Agree?
Yeah, definitely. I don't see it lasting. I just don't. For them, partly schedule, partly close calls, partly Lions and Packers. I still believe in them a little bit more. But if you're Chicago, you enjoy this run, and maybe you sneak out a couple extra games, and that's the difference of either winning the division or at least getting a playoff spot.
They're down.
We have had 1 game played to a tie this season. If you had to guess, will we have another one?
If I had to guess, I'd say no.
Oh, I'm going yes.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we've had a bunch of overtime games.
What?
I hope so.
Chris loves ties. I think he loves ties because I hate ties.
100% he does.
If you're not good enough to win, you shouldn't get a win.
Why are they not good enough?
Yeah.
Because they're just as good as the other team.
In the allotted amount of time, let's play more time.
More time.
Yeah. We do it in the playoffs.
Do it in college.
Yeah. I love the college overtime rule.
I do too.
I think it's fabulous.
I do too. Yeah, okay. So we split on that. I'm just playing the numbers.
Yeah.
Hey, 4th down.
Who is better off, the New York Jets or the New York Giants?
Listen, I know that Giants fans don't want to hear this, and I understand that. I do. And injuries should be illegal. But I think 3 years from now, I think Giants fans will look back and go, you know what? We didn't want it to happen, but Scattaboo and Dart getting injured actually in the long run really, really helped us. They're going to get a much better pick. And that team, dude, I said it before the season. I love that the Seattle and the Giants defense, to me, are 2 of the most exciting, young, fresh defenses they have. I love the front line for the Giants. I love Abdul Carter. And he is proving everybody who believed it. The guy is a monster. Now, you now add a healthy Dart and Scattaboo back there with a full training camp. You throw some other skill guy and just build those lines. I'm going to say right now, Jason, November 19th, 2025. I ain't guaranteeing it, but I'm saying I would be very much not surprised if the Giants snuck in as a wild card team next year. When we're talking about all these teams, you go, I didn't predict that. That Giants team's got a lot of talent, and they're going to have some picks to do damage there. So I think they're far better off than the Jets right now.
Yeah, both only have 2 wins, but I think there's more building blocks from the Giants. Plus, the Jets traded a couple.
Yes.
Now, I like what they've done to get some future picks.
I do too.
That's good, but I think better off today. And I think right now the Giants, feel like for the moment, that they do have a quarterback going forward in Jackson Dart. I don't know where the Jets are in that spot. They're benching Fields. It's just, it doesn't feel good. And so, to me, I'd pick the Giants.
I think the Jets, I will be interested to see how the Jets look next year with Mac Jones. But I don't know if that's going to do it all. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, what's hot, what's not? 3 in the key for the Kings and Thunder. And we'll also play a little game, just a little mini game before tonight's matchup. And we'll talk about that with Katie Christensen at 9 a.m. We'll do it next.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sactown Sports.
Oh my, what an athletic move that time by Malik Monk.
Hey Sacramento, it's Malik Monk and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for the big Black Friday sales event.
Well, they say you got to finish strong, so that's what we're doing at Hoblet. Right now, you can save up to $14,500 off MSRP on all remaining new 2025 Ram heavy duties.
I want to make sure you meant to say all heavy duties.
That's what I said. $14,500 off MSRP on all remaining new 2025 Ram heavy duties, with some starting as low as $48,995. It's savings like this that make Hoblet one of the top Ram dealers in America. Plus, with over 400 new heavy-duty Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
Don't miss your chance to search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 2500 Laramie and Rebels after $4,500 factory rebates and $10,000 dealer discounts. 5 of this net savings, $48,995 net price on 2025 Ram 2500 Tradesmans. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit for eligible upfit. VIN number 525142. See dealer for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop. Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America. Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month,
But if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who's hot?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, that would be Macklin Celebrini.
Man. Big 3-2 win last night over the Mammoth.
Sharks get that 3-2 win. Macklin had a hat trick, scored the overtime winner, and scored all of his team's goals. At age 19, he's the first teenager in NHL history to do all of that in one game.
2 goals in the first 6 minutes for Celebrini. He's 19 years old, 30 points and 13 goals, the most by a Sharks player in the first 20 games of the season. We got to get Dan Rusanowski on here soon.
Sharks.
We are. This is a Shark hive tank right here.
Shark Tank.
Big. I can't do that though. Sorry.
It's the Sharks
It's
celebration.
also kind of gatory.
They're 2 different animals.
That's your opinion. Shark, gator, very similar. Both in the water. Both chomp.
There's no Baby Gator song.
Baby Gator did. No, there isn't. You're right. Well, not that you know of. Maybe there is. Who's not?
Scotland's men's national team. For 28 years, they had not made the World Cup. Until yesterday when they scored 2 goals against Denmark in extra time to make their first World Cup appearance next year in the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
But how are they not hot?
Because they had such a long streak of not making it.
But now they're hot. They're hot now.
I would say they got up to lukewarm.
You know who's not? You know who's not?
They're about as warm as your broccoli soup earlier today.
You know who's not hot? That's a low blow. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Because they were 40 and 42 3 years ago. So they're terrible. By the way, listen to this call on BBC someplace.
Now it's back with McLean just inside the Danish half. Back in towards the edge of the penalty area. Gets a Danish head that gets to it. Not entirely clear. Kieran Tierney! Goal! Kieran Tierney has taken Scotland to the verge of World Cup return. 27 years on, and that could be the goal that takes us back to the big time. It's Scotland 3, Denmark 2.
Yeah.
Pierre.
Off the guy's face.
Okay, so Jason is not the soccer guy. What was the name of the guy that scored the goal? And he said it twice.
Yeah!
Yeah, you are 100% correct. I feel like I understood half of that call.
What was the name?
Is it?
You can play it again.
Was it
Yeah, let me hear it. Now I'm going to listen.
I'm going to go with McLean.
Just inside the Danish half. Back in towards the edge of the penalty area. Gets a Danish head that gets to it. Not entirely clear. Kieran Tierney!
Oh, it was Peter Tierney.
Peter Tierney.
Peter Tierney.
Peter Tierney.
Oh, Peter Tierney. Yeah.
Kieran Tierney!
Peter Tierney.
Peter Tierney.
Or Kieran Tierney.
Kieran. Okay, that's close.
So
Kieran Tierney.
That was a Kieran?
Not entirely clear. Kieran Tierney!
Okay,
there's the K.
There's the K. Maybe I think he said
PK.
I think he said Peter Tierney first.
Then Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney. Why is it? It's like
we love our consonants.
Why does he sound like the Swedish chef? Tierney. By the way, why are we allowed to make fun of Scottish accents?
They're funny.
What's the rule there, though? Yes, but
it's not offensive.
That's where I get in trouble. I'm just saying, like, they are funny. I admit, and they're fun to make fun of. Also, like, you know, there's
what's bad is you go. I've been to Scotland once, and the entire time I'm like, I'm sorry, what? But they're so used to it.
It's
not. Get off the road.
It's so weird.
Get off the road.
Because the accents are different everywhere.
Not in the protected group.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I need I need somebody give me. I always want to do the right thing. Please furnish me a list of acceptable accents to make fun of, and not. I know most of the not acceptable, but I think there's some in the middle.
You think
of
there
which
are?
I won't name any of them. I don't know the rules, but I know Scotland is okay.
We can get the fine young lady that was here last week that you asked many questions to.
Yes, HR.
But
Yes.
it's outside counsel, right?
Right, outside counsel.
Yeah.
I
so
would like a list of approved
you have more questions.
accents to make fun of. And I know Scotland's in there.
We're not making fun of Scottish accents. We're celebrating Scottish accents.
Well, okay, what other accents am I allowed to celebrate? Australian?
How about you go at it? And,
Nope, not happening. I know.
and we'll see how you do.
I know England.
Ooh, I wouldn't have done that, Dave.
England, Scotland, Australia, and the southern United States are all acceptable.
Hey, sneak preview into
We've
Friday.
done French accents.
French.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Oh, you know what the big one is?
What?
Plenty of a mozzarella.
That's right. Italy's cool.
Yeah.
Greece is probably fine.
It's the word.
Don't take that out of context.
Sneak preview into Friday Funny Games.
Acceptable accents.
I can do 3.
Dave can do 4. Kyle can do 9, though.
Right. I can do 9 too, but it's gonna be like Boston, New York, Louisiana, Texas, Australia, England, and Scotland. There, that's 7, 8. All right, let's play a quick game before I get fired. The Kings play the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight.
That should really be the new name of the show.
Before I get fired?
Let's play a game before I get fired.
Don't forget, early game tonight, everybody, 5 p.m., right here on the Sactown Sports. Jason Ross, Chris Verlaud, this is on the honor system, and I'll lead off. I have seen the line. I have seen the betting line.
I've crossed it.
Have you guys seen the betting line?
I have
not. Who is favored?
OKC.
Yeah, Jason, you are correct. And by how much? Remember, no Domantas Sabonis tonight. Also, no Jalen Williams.
Oh.
But Jalen Williams is playing.
Ah.
Yeah. And then I think, I don't know.
OKC 15.5.
Oh, I was going to go with 14.5.
Jesus. Domantas Sabonis that good?
Yeah. They're also good. The Thunder are good.
They are, but we do not have a correct answer. Man, did I oversell this one. We do not have a correct answer. The Oklahoma City Thunder are favored, but they are only favored by 18.5. By 18.5. Here, bonus question for you guys, because I'm looking at lines right now. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 6.5. There are 2 other double-digit favorites tonight. Who is favored by more, the Kings or the Thunder over the Kings, or the Timberwolves over the Wizards?
Thunder over the Kings.
Thunder.
Thunder? You are correct. Who is favored by more, the Thunder over the Kings, or the Nuggets over the Pelicans?
Thunder.
You're also correct. I got to be honest. I probably would have said the Wizards or the Timberwolves are favored by more. The Denver Nuggets are favored by 14.5 over the New Orleans Pelicans. The only difference there is that that's in New Orleans. And the Timberwolves host the Wizards tonight. The Timberwolves are favored by 16.5. If you're asking who we're rooting for tonight, we are rooting for
the Kings.
The Indiana Pacers over the Charlotte Hornets. But either way, I believe both teams are below us, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, you want me to root for the Pacers? Get out of here.
Brother, I'm sorry. You got it. It's in the rules. We are rooting for the Wizards. We are rooting for the Pelicans. We are rooting for, I guess, we're rooting for the Mavs. And that's about it. Sneaky good.
No.
No what?
We are not.
We have to. It's the rules.
No.
It's November.
Yeah.
Oh, too early.
I do not want to have the worst record in the league. Me personally, I'm not rooting for that. I want to win the lottery.
Yeah. But I want it to be close. Like, I know we're not going to
have the third worst.
I'm
Same
with
percentage
you.
odds.
I'm 100% with you.
I don't want them to have the worst record.
I'm 100% with you as long as we're in the top bottom 3. What I'm 100
top bottom.
I am 100% with you. But here's my pitch here. The Kings right now are 3-11. The Wizards and the Pacers are 1-12 and 13 respectively. The Nets and the Pelicans are both 2-12. I'm just saying, like, they're not going to win a lot more games. So I feel like every game they win, we're still not going to be that. We're not going to be that bad. We're not going to be that bad. So
win the lottery.
Win the damn.
From whatever spot they're in.
Go out there. Yeah, thank you, Hobo. Hobo Johnson. All right, 3 in the key right now, please. Kings and Kings go to Oklahoma City and play the defending champion Thunder. I think when John Tesh wrote this song, he probably would have thrown his piano in the river for the stupid game because it's not fun. There's no. I'm just saying.
You're gonna rhyme thunder.
Down under.
Yeah, something.
I wanted to mix it up.
Okay, you did.
Chunder.
Yep.
Blunder. Not a word.
Blunder.
Hey, what's that?
Blunder.
Where's that place in Midtown where you used to go as a kid? How the little roller coasters?
Funderland.
Thunder. It will not be a Funderland tonight.
Well, we'll
Your
see.
body is.
Body is a Funderland. Stupid idiot.
Alice in Funderland.
By the way, real quick, my wife pointed this out to me the other day, and it's really bothering me. She said that when somebody gets me and I really laugh, I insult them. And she's 100% right. Like, if you ever hear me say, dude, you're stupid. Like, that, the worse the insult is, the funnier it got to me. And now I've been seen. She's right, and I can't break it. I can't break the spell. You're stupid. Back to you.
We're looking for the high point score tonight for both OKC and Sacramento.
Shea Gilgeous, give me 36 for him, and for Sacramento, give me a Zach LaVine 22.
36-22, LaVine. Okay.
Thunder.
I'm going to say it's LaVine as well, but I'm going to go with a 34 for SGA and 27 for LaVine.
Oh. Wow, a lot of scoring.
Chris?
SGA 28.
Russell Westbrook.
21.
Okay. We're looking for the leading rebounder off the bench for the Kings.
Give me Drew Banks with 8.
I'm going to say Clifford with 6.
Drew Eubanks 7.
And then random stat.
The Kings will never lead in this game.
Wire to wire for OKC.
Wire to wire for OKC.
Okay. I'm going to say Russell Westbrook gets a technical back in his old body.
Oh.
Okay.
Naughty.
I think we are going to see 2 technicals tonight.
I would like to add in a bonus random stat. Katie Christensen will join us coming up right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 1.99% financing plus $1,000 finance cash on the 2025 Tacoma. Or score a low-cost lease on Tacoma Double Cab. Or get low 0.99% financing plus up to $1,000 finance cash on the 2025 Tundra. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers. Ends 12/1/25. Do you hear that? Do you hear this?
It looks like they're all here, boss.
Do you hear this?
That's the sound of our fully stocked Big O Tires warehouse, ready to offer you a great deal this holiday season. Now through December 7th, buy 3, get 1 free on Big O branded tires with installation purchase. You'll also get our industry-leading ProTech Plus warranty for free, only at Big O Tires. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep. Hey, I want to remind you. In Jason's hot little hand, he's got himself a $50 gift card to Mountain Mike's Pizza. And he wants to give it to one of you.
I do.
Now, if you're new, if you're not familiar with how we do things in these parts, law don't go around here, savvy? That's from Tombstone. Law does go around here, but we also play games. Chris has a highlight from one of the many, many scores the San Francisco 49ers had last weekend.
Can't return it! Oh, no.
Against the Cardinals.
Not that one?
Not that one.
Oh.
But he's going to delete the person that scored.
Well, that's not fair.
All you have to do is guess who that was that crossed that goal line, or maybe kicked the ball through the things, and you get yourself a $50 gift card to Mountain Mike's. 1-800-920-1140. Don't call yet. Chris, give me the highlight.
Steps up into the pocket, throws a deep ball downfield. Makes the catch over the shoulder. Near pile-on. Into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Who was supposed to know?
Was it Kendrick Bourne?
I'd have been Jerry Rice.
Was it J.J. Stokes?
Ooh, that's who I'd pick.
John Taylor? Was it Vernon Davis?
Was it?
Was it Kyle? Oh, wait, he never scored touchdowns.
Terrell Owens, top 5 receiver of all time, Terrell Owens. Was it Randy Moss? He played for the Niners for a year-ish. Was it, I'm trying to think of more random 49er receivers.
Ronaldo Nehemiah.
Great
Skeets.
pull. Also one of the worst injuries I ever saw. Wait, was it Ronaldo Nehemiah? I thought it was. Oh, I'm thinking Napoleon Kaufman.
Yes.
Raiders. Sorry. Didn't Nehemiah have a really bad injury too?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I could be wrong.
World-class sprinter.
Yes.
Swear he had a really bad injury. Maybe I'm tripping. Ham on 5, hold the mayo. Roger. Roger's on line 1. Good morning, Roger. Hello. Good morning. How are you?
How you doing today?
Hey, good, Roger. How are you?
I am outstanding.
Great.
Good.
Do you have a guess as to who that was that Chris deleted?
My guess would be George Kittle.
George Kittle? Was it George Kittle?
Steps up into the pocket, throws a deep ball downfield. Kittle makes the catch over the shoulder. Near pile-on. Into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Congratulations, Roger. You know in Brazil, your name would be pronounced Hoger. True story. They don't do the R's.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, they call me Royer.
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 There you go. Well, guess what? You're going to take your Royerness and you're going to go down to your Royer Highness down to Mountain Bikes Pizza. We got a $50 gift card for you. Just do me a favor. Tell me what radio station makes all your Mountain Bikes Pizza dreams come true.
Always KHTK.
Yeah. Hoo-yah.
Love Hoger.
Yeah.
Do we have
Royer?
We do.
Hoyer.
Joining us right now on the... Hey, how come we don't ever... Do we ever guest line sponsors?
I don't know.
We need a sponsor. Let's make one up. For your Fairlife Milk Hotline. It's the healthy kind.
Okay.
All right. The analyst for your Sacramento Kings, Katie Christensen. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. I actually think that my sponsor should be Mucinex.
Yes, Katie has been going through. She denies this, but she's been going through her once a year horrific cold / whatever it is. To be fair, so is the entire team.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
She had it. It was the onset was last week. So are you in recovery mode now?
Yeah.
I thought I was in recovery mode, but this is taking longer than I thought, for sure.
That immune system, not great. How many hankies did you pack for the trip? For those who don't know, Katie is a hanky person.
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up in the boonies.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Well, I brought, I think, 6, and I've already washed like a full, thing of them. So, yes.
Washed on the road?
Yeah, I had the same question, Jason. How does laundry work on the road?
Well, with hankies, you just wash them in your sink and you scrub them and let them soak and rinse them and then, hang them to dry in the bathroom. They dry really fast. They're a little stiffer than when I wash them at home. But
are you questioning the procedure?
I fully admit, and also knowing Katie, I'm sure she uses really hot water. She probably uses a ton of soap, and I acknowledge that I'm sure they're clean when she's done. Also, it just sounds like they're not, though. Like, it sounds like you can't get
stiff because when you air dry them, with no fabric softener or anything.
See, the rest of the audience thought you.
Me, they're very clean. Yeah.
Everyone else thought you were saying stiff because they're the leftovers.
Yes. No, it's not.
All right.
Thank you, though. But yeah, thanks for checking. Make sure that I'm not just completely disgusting.
We care about you, Katie. Here, you're not just a guest. You're our friend and an alumni of this station.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact,
I am. Proud
Oklahoma City, 1 through 30. Approximately, where would you rank it as far as favorite places for you to visit when you're on the road?
It's not. Listen, it's not terrible. It's a cute little city. It's not. I mean,
Oklahoma City. It's not terrible.
That's like when I say, if I say to somebody, "Do I look handsome in this picture?" That's the exact tone and response. Well, I mean, you look bad. You look fine.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not. The hotel's great. We've been here for a long time. Obviously, we've been here for several days, so. You get bored after a while. It's always very awkward to have multiple days off on the road. The Kings practiced the last 2 days. I went to both practices and film, and you just try and fill the time. But it does make the trips feel longer. But no, I mean, literally, the only place that is not like that's a complete drag to visit is our next stop tomorrow. So
yeah, Memphis. Home of FedEx.
Yeah, Memphis is probably the least favorite, but we're there for less than 24 hours. Yes, right. Eric, I will see Eric, but it will be brief.
Yeah. Jason?
Yeah. Well, tonight, Katie, when I heard that Sabonis was going to be out, I thought, okay, I'm sure it's the ribs finally, but it's knee soreness? It's not even.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that.
Yeah, his knees are sore.
So, yeah, I don't know, if it happened during I don't know. It's been a rough start to the season for him. I mean, he is someone that has been so available for the Kings over the last, couple years specifically. But, he started out the season with a hamstring injury. At the end of training camp, missed the first game, and then the ribs happened, but it was like the ribs and the shoulder, and now it's the knee, and I just feel like he has been limping his way through the first few weeks of this season.
Well, the Kings have been limping their way through the season as well, literally and figuratively. Yeah. You've played professional sports before, Katie. I imagine not every team you played on was a championship team. I'm sure you have gone through similar stretches.
I have, yeah.
How do you keep from going insane?
I think that every team is different in their mentality. I think this is obviously, a rough start for them. The schedule has been absolutely brutal, and it hasn't done them any favors. And then, you look at the injuries and the time missed and all that. But, listen, Oklahoma City has 1 million people out. Memphis as well has had problems. San Antonio's out. Everyone has issues with people missing time. And, you can look at it as a time for people to step up and have an opportunity. It's about your mentality and how you approach it. But they've had 2 really good practices coming into today. This is the 3rd time they're seeing the defending champs, which is thank you, NBA. What a gift. But yeah, it's you got to go into it and try and, for the best of your ability, forget about record, forget about, past games, and just try and figure out a way to develop some kind of rhythm and momentum.
Katie, I want you to you got your analyst hat on, also put your, coach gloves on. You said something. I'm not trying to be a wise guy here. I hear this a lot. You said the Kings have had a couple of good practices. Yeah. What are some of the ways to define a good practice as opposed to if you have had a good practice, that would mean, I would guess, you could also have a practice and maybe a bad practice. What are you looking for to define the difference between a good and a bad practice?
A good practice to me is just the kind of the vibe of the players. Are they together? Do they feel kind of down? Are they letting, kind of the situation kind of drag them down a little bit? But they've been together. They've been having fun. There's a lightness to it. The one thing that has surprised me about this team is that the amount of communication, when they're going over the scout and talking about how they're going to do things and so on and so forth. There's a lot of open communication between the players and the coaches, which is great because they're trying to understand, but also the coaches are accepting and looking for feedback, right? Because at the end of the day, you can make a scout on how you're going to defend certain actions, but it's the players that have to go out there and execute it. So you need feedback from players, and they do a great job of communicating with each other and the coaches. And to me, that's a positive thing, right? To move you in the right direction. Okay. Because if it's kind of you just go out there, they go through the scout, no one really says anything. It's okay, what's the level of investment in this? That doesn't tell me that there's a high level of investment when you just kind of walk through it, go through it, and it's move on to the next. There's conversation, there's, a lot of feedback, and there's communication.
Really good answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Katie, you brought this up earlier, and you're spot on this as far as the way the schedule has delivered the Kings. We knew it was going to be tough at the beginning, and it has been. I was telling Dave this earlier. I think there's right now 11 teams that are under 500, Kings being one of them. So 10 others, and they've played one game against a team that's in that group. Now, I'm trying to find the balance of, there's a benefit of, or a thing against them of playing a really tough schedule, but they're also not playing that well. It's probably a combination, but I'd be curious if the schedule lightens up, is it as simple as that, or what are they missing to not get some of these wins, even against good teams?
Oh, my gosh. I think it's kind of something different every game, right? Their shot-making ability has not been great. And let's be honest, the NBA it's a shot-making league, And you look at, the games are running together on me, but it was recently, and it's you're good through 3 quarters. I think it was in Minnesota, actually. They were great through 3 quarters. They shot the ball well. They defended. They were solid defensively compared to what, we've seen kind of throughout different games through this season. They were executing the game plan well. And then, like, at the end of the third quarter, it's like their shot-making ability just went away. And then the fourth quarter, they just could not. They were getting the shots. The offense was creating the type of shots that they'd been getting the whole game, and then they just weren't falling, right? And if you go through slumps where you're like 2 of 11 or 2 of 15, I think at one point is what it was going back to the third quarter, it's really, really hard to be able to come out with a win, right? Because you needed to have built a lead that can substantiate and, like, you know, get you through those lulls offensively. And, you know, every team that you face in this league, they've got 3-point shooters, and the Kings 3-point shooting has not been something that can sustain them, you know, throughout the course of 48.
Katie Christensen joining us. Katie, Keegan Murray, it sounds like he will be back for the your favorite place, Memphis, to take on the Grizzlies. You know, we all have our ideas, but run through for us just what Keegan will bring to the team and how they might look a little bit different with him in the lineup.
Well, I mean, I would say he's maybe their best and most versatile defender, so that helps a lot, you know, in the sense that defense has been an area where they've had gaping holes, you know, and a lot of that has to do with, you know, people being out, Keegan being one of them. Domas has been out. You know, you've had Malik Monk miss games. So it's like when you're stringing together, gosh, you guys, I've lost count. How many different starting lineups have we had? I think like 13 different starting lineups. And what are we in game 15 or I've lost track, but I think there's only 2 starting lineups that have been the same and only for 2 games. So when you look at that, I hope that he's able to bring some stability. He joined the team in Oklahoma City, saw him this morning at film, obviously not playing today, but, you know, he's in his practice stuff. He's going to start going through some stuff. The tough situation that he's in coming back is you can work out and do cardio and all that as much as you want. You know, you can shoot, you can get shots up, but it is certainly not the same as game conditioning. So, you know, Doug is not a guy. It's like, if you're available, you're available. There's no minutes restrictions or anything like that, but he's going to have to legitimately play himself back into shape. And you've got to hope that, you know, his rebounding is something that, you know, the Kings have been pretty abysmal when it comes to their effectiveness and you know, getting boards on both sides. And so that's something that Keegan can help with, his defense, obviously, and hopefully he can kind of, you know, step in and provide some shot making as well.
Katie, their best rebounder is out tonight in Sabonis.
Yeah.
Eubanks, Achua, Reynaud, like how do they attack this one tonight?
You know, honestly, rebounding has to come from everybody. I mean, you can't rely on Domas to be the only one that is, you know, down there doing the dirty work. It has to come from multiple people. And I think that that's something that, you know, has really stood out to me this season is, you know, you look back at like a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say, one of the big conversations with this team, and the roster hasn't honestly changed that much. It's not like drastically different. It's just, it was about the crash zones and getting on the offensive glass. And it was like a huge stressor, and they did an excellent job at it. The lack of offensive rebounding to me has been really, you know, stark. You know, it stands out to me quite a bit. And I don't know if it's because they're worried about getting back and, you know, defending in transition. But, you know, when you've got 1 or 2 guys maybe going to the offensive glass, like, that's tough. That's really tough to be able to, you know, come up with extra possessions and easy possessions, right? Because a lot of those offensive rebounds, those are the kick out threes that you get. Those are the, you know, finishes around the rim that you get. So I would like to see more of that. I think that's something that Keegan can help with. He's been, you know, one of the better, you know, offensive rebounding players outside of Sabonis over the last few years.
But also at the same time, I would imagine you'd agree, things are really bad right now, win-loss wise. The team's struggling. I would imagine, and everybody's different, I would imagine there will be quite the ramp up for Keegan's not. I imagine Keegan will not be rejoining the team and instantly going for 34-12 with amazing defense, and the Kings win every game by 20. My guess.
No, I think that this league is a little bit more competitive than that.
Now, you all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah.
As you can see, yeah.
Well, listen. Let's be fair. As we're in the 20-minute mark, I'm going to be fair here.
Yeah.
I feel like, Katie, for I think you've done a really good job. Whereas your voice and your coughing may be present and struggling, I feel like your energy's been really good this morning.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
I've had 3 cups of coffee.
We're not doing American Energy. Sorry, go ahead. Oh,
3
3
cups.
cups.
my
Wow.
gosh.
It's a 3-cup morning?
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a 3-cup morning so far.
Are we doing straight coffee or are we doing like mochas and stuff?
No. I don't know if you know this. I'm really cheap. When I'm at home,
When
I
you're
don't go out
when you're
and buy
decorating your
coffee.
house.
Yeah.
Please.
No. I'm pretty basic. The coffee that's in the meal room suffices just fine. Little cream, a little sugar, and I'm golden.
Yeah, a lot of people. I don't know how people would know this. We saw this when we were in Portland a couple years ago. But a lot of times, again, correct me if I'm wrong, Katie. But when the player, when everybody goes on the road, and there's the hotel they all stay in. They have like a conference room or whatever set aside for all the players and staff and everybody. And they got this whole like breakfast layout omelet. They have an omelet station there this time, Katie.
They have omelets. It's like a egg station, so you can get your eggs any way you like. Omelets. They have a pancake waffle station. They got a lot of people to feed. They do it well. Yeah.
And they got you could have like a super healthy breakfast. And I mean they've got some pastries and stuff. But then makes you wonder. They get this per diem, right? It used to be. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it used to be at the beginning of a road trip, everybody get like a manila envelope, and you'd have a bunch of cash in there, and that's in poker games. Now I think it's no fun anymore. It just goes on the check. But even your per diem, you got at least 2 meals a day covered, Katie, if not 3. I know they do dinner.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Jeez, Dave.
What? People want to know.
Yeah, they provide they provide a lot of food, and a lot of it is the timing, right?
Yeah.
It's being able to eat with the team is new for us. It like literally in the last 3 years is something that has come about. It came about with Mike Brown, where he allowed us to eat meals with the team, but also like film sessions, practices, like all of that kind of came when Mike Brown first came to Sacramento, and it's stayed. Now, listen, I will say from like my standpoint, like going to like taking the time on like a work day where you've got, all this stuff going on and planned throughout the day where you got to get, I've got to work on my game boards, you go to film, you do all this stuff, like finding time to go out somewhere, and it's different in every city, and find something to eat can be time consuming. And that's just with me. The players have so much more stuff that they do throughout the day. Like yesterday they had an NBA league meeting right after practice. That was a mandatory meeting. So they have so much stuff planned and scheduled for them. Like they have the room for the meal room, but they have a whole room that is the training room set up. They have a whole room where the coaches meet. Like they take up, it's a large footprint, and you are pretty throughout the day. You are scheduled, there's something going on all the time. So yeah, they provide meals for the players throughout the day. Not always on off days. It just depends. If they practice, there's meals. If there's something scheduled, they provide meals. And then, there's food before the game. There's food after the game. There's food on the airplane.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, you have to be very careful about how much you're eating because you have this mentality that's so ingrained in you is it might be 1:00 in the morning, but you may not, when are you going to eat next? What are they going to have in the hotel? So yeah, you have to be a little careful about that. If you're the media people, right?
That's great football. That is great food analysis right there. That is right up the alley. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Thank you, Katie.
So glad I could provide something useful for you guys.
Oh, that's not what we said. Hey, feel better. Maybe have a.
Thank you.
Maybe have some some fruit. Have some oranges. Vitamin C, Katie. We're all pulling for you. I
have so many vitamins pumped into me at this point, and I would like to know, does it matter?
No. Well, it's a flip of the coin. But we'll look forward to seeing you 5 p.m. our time, a little bit before that, obviously, for the pregame, right here on Sactown Sports and, of course, NBC Sports California. Have a great rest of your trip. We'll see you back here, and thanks for joining us. Have a good call tonight. All
right. You guys take care.
You too. Bye-bye. And, of course, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but George Karl actually had everybody eating in separate hotels. They actually were he wanted everybody completely spread out. We'll take a break when we come back. What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And there's a lot on deck tonight, Jason Ross. We'll get to crosstalk and celebrity birthdays as well coming up next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, facing a chilly start to the day as the clouds are sweeping in. We'll see a partly to mostly cloudy day ahead, but it is going to be a dry day. Temperatures a bit cooler with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is the Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Everyone has a past, but what happens if you've made mistakes and made good on that past, but it keeps following you? Are you looking for an attorney to erase past records and restore your rights? Maybe even restore your gun rights? Do you need a reputable criminal defense attorney who knows even good people make bad mistakes? Well, the attorneys at Gonzalez Law Office are here to help. Find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. We don't settle for less, and neither should you.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Towards Sky Moore, takes it at the 3-yard line, far hash, brings it up the field, gets past the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, has one man to beat, it's the kicker, Sky Moore, down to the 5, diving for the pile. Steps up into the pocket, throws a deep ball downfield, Kittle makes the catch over the shoulder, near pile on, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800 gambler.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Get more value for your money with the new owners at Elk Grove Chevrolet. Right now, supplier pricing is available to everyone, making it easier than ever to drive home in your dream car. Check out the amazing Black Friday specials online, like up to $11,000 off the 2025 Silverado 1500. Choose from a wide selection of new and used Chevrolets, plus flexible financing and expert maintenance. Visit them today and experience the difference. MyElkGroveChevrolet.com, where savings and service come standard.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Born in 1892 to a socially prominent family, she was the consummate athlete, proficient in golf, tennis, marksmanship, swimming, and car racing. Many considered her the greatest horsewoman of the century. She was a pioneer in the field of golf course development with 3 world-class courses on her resume: the Women's National Golf and Tennis Club, Cypress Point, and Pasatiempo. Working for SFB Morse of Pebble Beach fame led to her second golf course development, which many consider to be the greatest golf course in the world, Cypress Point, where she developed a lifelong friendship and professional relationship with famed architect Alistair McKenzie. Pasatiempo in Santa Cruz was her third development, where she hosted the likes of Bobby Jones, Will Rogers, Babe Saharias, and more. Today, her place is alongside many others in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Marion Hollins, a visionary golf course architect and pioneer of the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
Yeah! It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
What's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. Found something interesting, Jason, as we get to that. So we talked about the Kings and their rough start and rough schedule.
Yeah.
The Houston Rockets may have had the most unusual schedule to start the season. They only have 2 back-to-backs in 2025.
Wow.
The first one won't be till the end of November. They've only played 12 games, the fewest in the NBA. They will have 3 games with 2 days off between now and the end of December. So kind of nice for them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was looking now, this will change, to be clear. This will change. But then I decided to look at remaining strength of schedule, and again, it'll change. Houston has the second easiest remaining schedule in the entire NBA.
Really?
Yeah. You know who has the, by 0.001% tougher? You know who has the third easiest schedule remaining?
Who?
The Sacramento Kings.
Ah.
Now, tank fans, lottery fans, this is not necessarily great news. So if you go by that, the Kings have the third easiest schedule as of right now in the NBA remaining.
Yeah.
The toughest schedule. So, for example, right now, all the Kings' remaining opponents win 47.9% of their games. The toughest schedule in the NBA at 53.2. It's quite a difference. The Phoenix Suns. Third toughest, the Dallas Mavericks. Fourth toughest, the Utah Jazz. Fifth toughest, the Pacers. The Pacers, who are 1-13.
Yeah.
Brooklyn has the 6th toughest. Washington, 1-12, has the 8th toughest. That is 1, 2, 3. 3 of the 4 teams worse than, there are 4 teams worse than the Sacramento Kings right now. 3 of them have 3 of the top 8 toughest schedules remaining. By the way, the other team, New Orleans, they have the 11th toughest schedule remaining.
Yeah, I mean, usually it becomes a bottom team because you can't play yourself.
That's
and a
right.
good team, you know, OKC doesn't play OKC.
Yes.
But to your point, yeah, that's interesting. And I'm glad you mentioned Phoenix because earlier someone actually sent this to me, and so I was confirming it, but I mentioned that the Kings in their 14 games have played one game against a team below 500.
Yeah.
So I was looking at Phoenix, and you said they've got the one of the easier or more difficult schedules coming up.
Yeah, toughest.
So of their 14 games they've played, and they're 8-6, all credit to them, 11 have been against teams below 500.
So just completely.
So they've just had a fortunate, and they've won them though.
Yes,
I mean, I don't know if the Kings would have had their schedule if they would have, ripped off all those wins, but it's part of the deal.
That's for the lottery fans. For the playing fans.
Yeah.
Looks like Keegan's coming back at the right time.
At the right time.
Here we go.
Hey, by the way, play-in watch, the Sacramento Kings, they're just 2 games out of the play-in.
Isn't that crazy?
They are 1.5 games ahead, or they are 1.5 games away from being the worst team in the Western Conference. They are 2 games away from being a play-in team.
So closer to the worst than the play-in, but not by much.
And this is where it really gets goofy because, look, first off, they can't really do any moves yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting impatient or anything. It's just I'm flinching incredibly hard because the landscape is all the teams below the Kings have a tougher remaining schedule. The Kings are getting Keegan Murray back. Their schedule is going to flip-flop into the third easiest remaining. Man, that smells like a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 area lottery position, which maybe gets you the number 1 pick like Dallas.
Right.
But I swear to God, if we go into next year, just bookmark this, man. We go into next year, we have like the 7, 8, or 9 pick, or where I'm just, come on.
Well, the other part I thought you were going to say is like this still bookmarks him for a position in the West, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like
it does.
It could, and I wouldn't look at that in a negative way if they still did some of the trades. Like if they still did some of the trades and kind of reshaped the roster a little bit and by trades and schedule started to win games, I wouldn't go, they're back in the no man's land. They would be there by definition.
Sure.
But if you're starting a growth pattern,
nothing you can do about that. Yeah. You're not going to make them lose. Now, I'm with you as long as they don't stop themselves from making a trade because they're that close to the play-in.
I'm with you on that.
They don't try to add a piece because they're close to the play-in.
Hey, we're 9th. We could get 8th.
Right.
It's like, no,
I swear to God, if in those hallways at David J. Stern Walk, they start hearing, hey, you know what? I mean, they have won 5 of 8.
Yeah.
Schedule's getting, these guys might be starting to mesh. Maybe they just need something to get them over the top. It's like,
only 4 back of 6. Then it's like,
no. Bad. Yeah. No. Bad. Please don't do that. Please don't be. I'm telling you, the fans, I should never say that. Fans don't all. The vast majority of fans are not going to be moved by a play-in game. Like last year. What did the game against Dallas get? What
Which at that time, too, let's remember what that would have been. At best case scenario, you beat Dallas. Boom. Then you move on to the second part of it. Boom. You get OKC.
That's right.
Like if that's the layout again this year and OKC is more like a 70-win team, that gap is going to be, it's not a chip in a chair. It's it's lopsided.
It's a chip in a black hole, a whirlpool of, well, you're wearing chains around your ankles.
Good one.
Thank you. You know how they say that.
Yeah.
Big fun night tonight in the NBA if you're not a Kings fan.
Fun.
Rockets visit Cleveland, take on the Cavaliers, 9-3 versus 10-5. That starts out at 4 p.m. on ESPN. Warriors Heat tonight, return of Jimmy Butler to Miami.
Return of Wiggins against his old team.
Yeah, revenge game for Wiggins. Miami favored by 6.5 in that one.
Back-to-back for the Dubs.
We'll skip the Wizards, Timberwolves, and Nuggets, Pelicans. Of course, Kings, Thunder tonight at 5 p.m. Knicks, Mavericks, whatever. And then a sneaky, this is what I call, so we have pointed out Oklahoma City. We've pointed out San Antonio, Detroit, like these teams that are, here's a face-off between 2 teams that I like to refer to as still in the early phases but trending in the right direction section. And that is the Bulls in Portland taking on the Trailblazers. Somebody asked me, I woke up to it actually. They said, hey, you're talking about the Trailblazers. You're putting them in with Detroit and Oklahoma City and all that. Like, what are you talking about, dude? The Blazers, as of right now, are 6-8. Like, what? Again, and I kind of laid it out for him. the Blazers, I don't want to just cheat and be like, oh, that's a really good team. We'll say they did a great job. The thing that I love about the Blazers is that they've done what I hope the Kings will do. They've got Shaedon Sharpe. They've got Tamani Camara. They've got Denny Avdia, who's getting MVP votes, by the way. All these guys super young. We're not even talking about Scoot Henderson, which is like found money if he does anything. That number 2 pick in the draft, this guy was a stud coming out of college. Now he might be guard Marvin Bagley, but there also might be something there. They've got their picks. They got draft capital. They've still got the Jeremy Grants and Jrue Holidays and all kinds of things they could trade off for things. They've got who's the guy I like with what is his name? Sorry, hold on, I'm not going to get it. Let me pull up their depth chart. Where are you? Duop Reith. I like it because I can sing it to.
And he's
Duhast.
To what? Oh,
Duhast. Duop Reith. That's super fun to do.
Plus, he's kill the Kings for his career best day.
6'9", 245 out of LSU. You know, they've got a lot of, and you know, you've got your Yang Hansons, who knows what the hell he's going to be, Chris Murray, former Kings great City Sissoko, Time Lord, Robert Williams III. What I'm saying is, if in 2 years the Sacramento Kings have the depth chart equivalent to Portland, they're on the right track. Okay. And I know I'm not trying to sell anyone Wolf tickets here, man. Like, I understand that's not winning a championship, but I think they are very much trending in the right direction on what is a good rebuild.
Yeah, because I'm not buying those Wolf tickets.
No, you can't buy them Wolf tickets, man. We'll take a break. Chris, am I reading this right now? Right. Yep, I am. Okay, good. Hey, the largest pop culture event in Northern California happens November 28th to the 30th at Moscone Center West. Fan Expo, San Francisco. Whether you're into cosplay? Cosplay? Cosplay.
Cosplay?
I don't know. It used to be a fun bit. 7 to 9 KHTK back in the 90s and 2000s. Jim Co's? Okay. Comics, gaming, or celebrity meet and greets. There's something for everyone. Hey, enter to win tickets on our contest page at SactownSports.com. It's a great read. What is cosplay? Is that where you dress up like an animal?
No, a character, right?
Yeah, like a character from a show or a movie.
Like I dress up as Batman.
Okay, can I ask a question?
But like they're very good.
Can I ask a question, and forgive me in advance, but it's like I'm like a baby here. I don't know. I hope this is an okay question to ask. Like, the people that dress up as like animals, is that a slur that it starts with F? You know what I'm talking about? Rhymes with scurry.
I don't. I think you just said it.
No, I didn't. No, I don't know. Is that an okay word?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are called furries, right? What's the difference between a furry and are furries cosplay for like an animal?
Cosplay, you can basically do whatever, from my understanding.
But not a furry?
Well, I think
I'm saying if I dress up as like a dog.
I think that's its own thing.
Oh, it is? So it's not like off the tree trunk of cosplaying is like, oh, over here this branch is furries and this branch is like I'm Iron Man or whatever. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Different branches.
I want to go to this thing.
Yeah.
We'll take a break.
Because
when we come back, crosstalk with Alan Stiles. I'll bet you the chat line's going to have some answers for me. Alan Stiles, celebrity birthdays, and more as we keep this same energy going all the way till 10 a.m. It's like you should keep that same energy going when you want to save some cash. That's right, my friends at American Energy Home Pros. Home Pros now, because it's not just American Energy Heating and Air. It's American Energy Heating and Air and Plumbing. Yeah, Home Pros. That's right. They now have incorporated plumbing into what they do, and it's the same folks that have been around since 1981, the same folks with A+s with the Better Business Bureau. Yes, that's right. And guess what? 10% off any plumbing issue you have, whether it's your shower drain, your sinks, your toilets, whatever it is. 10% off. And by the way, if you are a club member, 10% off of everything. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Crosstalk, celebrity birthdays. We wrap up the program next.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah! Yeah.
What are you doing?
Signing into my email? Why is that weird to you?
I've never seen anyone do it like that.
Really? Well, you know.
Be sure to...
Don't know what to tell you
Be sure
about.
to leave that up.
Jason, did you have something to say?
No.
Oh, I thought. Oh, those are your birthdays.
Yeah.
The reason
It's not
why.
my birthday.
The reason why I'm signing into my email is somebody sent me this. I just wanted to get a like or spike real quick.
Be careful.
I'll find the name. No, I've already heard it. This is somebody made a King song in the middle of all this crap we're going through. Somebody made a King song. You get a lot of King.
This
songs.
AI.
I honest to God don't know.
I grew up in the purple glow, Arco Thunder in my bones. Back when 2002 felt like a promise card of stone. Baby shot, baddest tap, Christy clapping right on back. We were one cause and glory, man. We still talk about that. But the years rolled on and the whole brand thing. New coach in, new coach out again. Every draft night felt like spinning some cursed wheel. So we light the beam just to feel something. Shine it up to heaven like love. Do you still love a king? Yeah, we hold on to the past, 'cause the future's never clean. Trading dreams with disappointment, losing fights in every storyline. And all we can do is rebuild. Yeah, all we can do is rebuild.
I mean, I gotta be honest. We get a lot of them, but I like that.
That was incredible.
Was that not incredible?
That was incredible.
Sounds like it's a song, like on the charts.
Legitimately.
That is incredible.
Country in the Park?
They're about to announce it.
Right.
Get him there.
See how we finish.
Does he have a manager?
Broken hearted, man, sometimes being loyal feels like tearing out your heart. But the city still believes somehow. From Duke Cold Buzz to the final buzz of sound. Even when the standards tell us who we really are, still we like the beat.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I'd double down on that.
Why am I tearing up?
Oh my goodness, that's really Do we need
We need a live performance.
That's an anthem right there.
That is an anthem. How do I?
That song
is
could play
crazy.
starting the fourth quarter. You've always wanted a fourth quarter song.
Yes.
Get everybody singing Light the Beam.
This is not AI.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Either way, I don't care if it's AI or not. That is incredible.
Chris is saying he doesn't like it.
Chris, but he's a fall guy, right?
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Fall guys.
He's a
autumn to you.
He's a wad.
You know.
Gavin Crutcher is his name. I hope he wanted it out
Gavin.
there.
Good job, Gavin.
That was
There's
incredible.
Gavin, and I assume his wife, girlfriend.
Wow,
whatever,
on the
on
vineyards.
Facebook.
What
Yeah,
a guy.
the vineyards.
Yeah.
This is my guy.
Dare I say that might look, no offense to our other King songs, but
I got one sent to me. And we could play it one of these days. I got to go find it, but it was not this.
Okay.
Because normally the Light the Beam is normally kind of, this one, I don't know what the hell it was, but it was kind of hip-hoppy, techno-y type deal. That's normally what we hear, but would you call that country?
It had a
alternative?
country feel to it.
Countrysh.
It could have been more country, but it's probably closest to country.
Yeah.
It would play on KNCI.
Oh, for sure.
For
It
sure.
could be a crossover.
That would be all over.
Yeah.
And because we light the beam. That is
So
great.
What is that genre of music called again, Dave?
Country-ish.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's country-ish.
Yeah. Country pop. That's what's popping right now.
Hate you, Chris. It's stupid. Anyway.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah. Shout out. Good job, Gavin.
I need that. Can you say, is that on spot? Is that on the spot?
No, I think I'm going to
On the Spotify?
I think I will. I'll post that if I can, because I don't know how the hell it all works, but I'll post it on the tweeter.
Yeah, I need that. I need that ASAP.
I'll post it on the tweeter, and we'll make it happen.
Because, and number two, it'll help me get, Wicked out of my head.
By Ice Cube?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good song. Back to you, Jason. Celebrity birthdays are brought to you by Carmichael Cookies. Hey, listen. Nothing says. Nothing says. There we go. Hey, Alan, it's right there. It's right there. I made you a little link and everything.
Thank
It's on the cone.
I probably just screwed up the whole system.
Yeah, I don't really trust anything.
But you know what?
Brian, shout out Brian, just got promoted. I don't want his first order of business coming in.
I
he's always Alan. Whenever I'm in here, something's gone wrong, and you're sitting in that seat, Brian. It ain't
I saw
me.
him downstairs on the way down, and it was the same thing Chris and I were wondering. It's like, hey, you got promoted to chief engineer, which is amazing. Shout out. I was like, haven't you been that for like years?
Yeah, you got to do the job before you get the job, right, Chris?
Jason Ross, celebrity.
So many are saying.
Many
Happy
are saying.
birthday to Fred Warner.
He gonna lie. All right.
Fred's 30.
Did you see Fred Warner with that young fan yesterday?
Yeah, at the pop-up appearance. That was really cool. By the way, shout out, happy birthday, Mrs. Styles, my wife's birthday.
Hey, all
So
right.
I got the whole thing planned out
Yes,
today.
the better half.
22.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's kind of disgusting, Alan.
Fred Warner.
Jeez.
Okay, I don't know.
30.
29.
Oh, yeah.
31.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Alan Stiles. Happy birthday, Ahmad Rashad.
Ah.
God,
Michael Jordan's best friend?
74?
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
One day.
72.
71.
Davis closest, 76.
Wow. See, it takes a while to get there, man.
Happy birthday, Jodie Foster.
Oh, that was bacon. Jodie Foster
Dr. Lecter.
is... the Lambs, they were screaming.
Dr. Lecter.
She is 63.
Wasn't she in the most recent True Detective?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In Alaska.
That was a weird one.
It was.
What did you
So
say?
who's this?
63.
Vince Vaughn?
Huh?
63.
No.
No.
60.
71.
Whoa. We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave.
Thank you. By the way,
She was in Taxi Driver.
as we get into your show, here's a stat I'd love you to use. In the last 4 games, do you have any Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over under fourth quarter points in the last 4 games? 40.
I'll just say under.
Under is
Blowing
correct.
teams out, yeah.
He has 0 points. He has played 0 minutes in the fourth quarter
Till
of their
tonight.
last 4 games.
And if the Clippers keep losing,